What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the Men's Room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the Men's Room.
And away we go. Welcome to season 17, episode number 3748. Yeah!
Oh, let's go.
Let's blow it up. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and Mike Hawk. And you are the Men's Room. On tap today, once again, we play Big Dummy. Ted's Meat and Potatoes is all about eating a cookie. We will play Profile This. Plus headlines, Men's Room Shout of the Day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorites. TV Time with Ted.
Clack, clack.
All right, here we go. Apparently, the director at Gator Gardens in Florida will not be able to do the reach around anymore. Meanwhile, a Florida bear with a jar stuck on his head is what authorities are looking for. For $5 a month, Twitter will now allow you to edit your tweets. A golf course in South Africa allows players to be the tastiest of meats. And a Florida family not so lucky after dealing with Mr. Lucky. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, today is the day that we play Big Dummy, the game show that rewards you for your stunning ignorance. And here's how it works. You call us, we will spin the Come on, man.
Let's go. Come on.
You were gone last week. They nailed it.
I bet they did.
It was Mikey. Right there, Ted. We'll spin the category wheel. It only messes up when it's you. And then we'll ask you a question from that category. But here's where Big Dummy separates itself from your average, more reputable game show. We will continue to ask you questions until you get one right, because, as always, we want you to leave here smarter than you showed up. Now, so far this year, our biggest dummy has been the lovely and talented Danny, who thought an elevator shaft referred to any big black man who refused to take the stairs. Shut your mouth. And found a way to answer 16 consecutive questions wrong. Can you do better? Of course you can. Everyone else has. So give us a call, and off we go on Big Dummy.
Make a test and play Big Dummy. Call 206-421-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Men's Room Live. And send your emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9. KISW.
Oh, but tell us, away we go. Welcome to season 17, episode number 3748. What a large and in charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. Head chef is back. Ted's Meat and Potatoes. It's all about the cookie today. A little cookie tasting.
See if you guys know your cookies.
Oh, is this like a blind cookie taste test?
I don't know how
Correct.
well I know my cookie. If you're asking, like, by brand and all that, maybe Chips Ahoy chocolate chip cookie.
Well,
There are
that's the
a
kind
few.
of cookies we're on the line with.
Excellent. All right.
Okay.
I'm more confident.
I know an Oreo immediately.
Sure.
I just discovered today that Chips Ahoy has a chocolate chip cookie that also contains little Reese's cups.
I did not know this either.
And I saw
Oh, yeah.
And I thought, oh, my God, this is something that is so in my wheelhouse. I need to try this
Yeah.
immediately. I've never seen it. I will go to the grocery store next time I go to a regular, normal grocery store, and I will see if they actually have those things.
Get that and some fried chicken.
That's exactly right. I mean, just pick up some normal, and like weird things like Tide and
Fried chicken,
It's not like look,
cookies,
man,
and Tide.
I know, but I really enjoy the PCC in my neighborhood. I think it is a great grocery store. They've got the produce is amazing, the meat is amazing. But if you want like something to clean your bathroom with,
None of their stuff will work.
no, it's all
Right.
it's real good going down the drain, for the environment and stuff.
But your bathroom's still dirty.
Yeah, I mean, there's a good chance you're going to get dookie under your fingernail if you buy the toilet paper. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
So, with those other kind of things.
I'm a QFC guy myself.
I need to head over to the Fred Meyer. You know what I mean?
No, you're right, man. We had an ant problem a couple years ago, and my wife came home she was all happy. It's like this organic, quote, environmentally friendly ant spray. So we used it. It didn't work. And so I'm bitching about this to my mom, who's at the house at the time. And she says, ants are part of the environment. She goes, that's the way I look at it. She says, I'm not trying to be that person.
So if it's friendly to the environment.
She's like, it's friendly to ants.
She makes a great point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's all about the cookie. Coming up with a head chef and Ted's Meat and Potatoes, which means that we get to eat cookies today. And what else we got for you? The game known as Big Dummy. Easy game to play. You're either playing for Team Sober or Team Not Sober. Our biggest dummy, that's Danny. Took Danny 16 points to get one right, by the way. Yeah. Dirty Big Dummy will come up with a Men's Room Happy Hour exclusively on the Odyssey app. If you haven't downloaded that yet, do so. And then search for the Men's Room Happy Hour channel. And then at 6 o'clock, we go live Monday through Friday with the Men's Room Happy Hour. So Dirty Big Dummy is coming up. Now, when we play the regular Big Dummy, we like to do a little Men's Room poll. And the last time we asked you, pick one of these products, and one of these products will forever be known by your name.
Right.
And there's a lot of people in history that have had this happen.
John Crapper, Lou Gehrig's disease, Amber Alert.
The Lord and Mrs. Sandwich.
Right. Good point.
Yeah.
That's a strong one. That's positive.
There are a lot of positive ones.
Like what?
There are a lot of negative ones. I actually looked this up before we did the poll just to see what was out there.
Like Tommy John surgery, negative. Lou Gehrig's disease,
correct.
Negative. Yeah. Amber Alert, negative.
Yeah, Dave AIDS.
Yeah,
not good.
That's Johnny AIDS. I don't know why you always mess up his first name. It was Johnny AIDS.
Tragic, man.
Yeah.
Tragic, absolutely. Anyone named Karen.
Louis Herpes.
Right. So what is named after you? Your choices were, and you would just refer to it that, like, man, I got to hit the head. If you invented it and your name was Head like John Crapper, or whatever the deal is, same thing.
You sit on a John, you take a crap.
John Crapper.
I'm sure he's like, awesome, guys. Thanks.
Adult diapers. So instead of Depends, they would be named after you, and your face would be on there. You would be the spokesperson.
It'd be like the Gerber baby.
Yeah. Hemorrhoid cream. Also a lice comb and an enema kit. Here's how the voting came down. We put the poll up if you follow us on Twitter at Men's Room Live every week. And here's how that shook out. The one thing, believe it or not, people did not want named after them the most was the one that I thought was the easiest pick, and that's the lice comb. 15%. That was all. 15%. Which means...
Because you're also cooties. Right, so from childhood, you might not call it lice, but it is. So you're the cootie guy. So from childhood, it will be embedded in your head that every time they see your face, like, it's like Cootie John.
Yeah. Coming in at number 3, that would be adult diapers. 24% of you said, you know what? If that's what I have to be named after, I'll do the adult diaper. Hemorrhoid cream came in at number 2 at 28%. The voting was really tight on this.
Lube you too.
And number 1. 32% of you, the majority, said if I have one thing named after me, it's going to be the enema kit. Keep in mind, hemorrhoid cream, that's something that is relieving.
Right.
So is an enema kit if it works effectively.
Sure.
That's relieving.
I mean, they all are, really, right?
Except for the adult diapers. I mean, relieving in a different way.
But you keep your clothes clean.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, that's possible.
There's still a benefit to you don't want to need it, but if you do, you're glad it exists.
One of the hardest things I think we've ever done on this show as far as just psychologically being able to do that is that day that we wore the adult diapers and tried to use the bathroom in our pants.
Yeah, while just doing the show. And
it's so hard to pull that trigger. It's so unusual.
Turns out it's easier to do it by accident than it is to do it on purpose.
You could be drunk and do it in your sleep, no problem.
Right.
But as far as just, when you're alert, it's seemingly impossible.
As an adult, your body says no.
I would put 100.
No, because people that wear adult diapers, they're not doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
I got a diaper on, it's all good.
You could have a bunch of dudes sitting around, just campfire, whatever. $100. Put those on. Just the first person who can crap their pants. Put it all in the pot.
Right.
Seriously, they get it. I'm telling you. There's no winner.
It's tougher than you think.
There's no winner. It's impossible.
I feel like if I'm sitting around a fire getting hammered, I could push one out.
Dad says this with such confidence.
Yeah.
I'll take your money from you.
You still got to clean up.
Well, are we by a river?
We'd probably have to do that.
You can't just use toilet paper?
I still think...
Why do you have to wash your ass in a river? It seems like anytime we talk about pooping outside,
I'll tell you why.
Ted's always like, river.
Because it's going to be spread around on my cheeks.
It's not going to just drop out because you're not...
Yeah. Okay,
so it's going to pancake in there.
Right.
And then it's going to spread out.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really, really, really messy.
Right.
And if your choice is to stand up, I mean, who's ever pooped standing up? It's impossible, isn't it? I mean, you could blow one out if you have diarrhea.
Sure.
Slip on a fart, but... You can't push out a turd.
I had to wipe, does anybody else stand up to wipe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Like a high honcho.
It's weird. It's like a 50-50 thing.
Right.
But I was at a house where there was a window. Now, it's on me. I should have been smart enough to realize there was a blind. But I had to do like a weird, like 2-point athletic stance to wipe, because if you stood up, I could just see people.
Also like a deck out there or something.
Yes.
All right.
Exactly.
You should have popped up and just, you should have showed him the paper. I'd have held up the poopy deck.
And my stomach wasn't in a great spot, so I was like, man, my thighs are on fire.
Yeah, something about someone seeing you wipe your ass is probably worse than walking in on you handling your business.
It's embarrassing.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, everybody, I hope everybody does it.
Oh, my God, yeah. That's...
Are you wiping your ass, Dad?
Yes, you know what I'm doing.
All right.
This week on the men's room poll, since the head chef is all about the cookie today, we figured we would get into the cookie business, so to speak. But the deal is you're going to pick one cookie, and this is the only cookie that you will be able to eat for the rest of your life.
And none of these choices are good.
Yeah, exactly. Normally we would give you the hookup, the chocolate chip cookies of the world and all that. But this, we felt like we went to the bottom of the cookie well, which is,
or at least the most polarizing. Some people like them, but the people that hate these cookies hate them passionately.
I'm not a big oatmeal raisin fan, but that's a lot of people's favorite cookie.
I don't care. I pushed for that to get on the poll. Mike wouldn't budge on that. I'm like, dude, what about oatmeal raisin? He's like,
it would dominate. Because there's people like Mike and I that might be my favorite cookie.
Correct.
You mean just like period?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, like I get them a lot.
They're not the worst thing, but like I said to Mike, if you want to give me a bowl of cereal, give me a bowl of cereal. If I want a cookie, just give me a cookie. To me, it's like take a bowl of cereal, turn it into a cookie. It's oatmeal raisin, right?
No.
Yes,
but cookie still
people
dessert.
will say like Cookie Crisp is just chocolate chip cookies as cereal. You go, yes, it is. And an oatmeal raisin cookie to me is a bowl of cereal that you've concocted into a cookie.
No.
Okay. Where else do you eat oatmeal and raisins?
Oatmeal and raisins.
Exactly.
I think the other thing, too, though, is like, it's not like they're healthy. It just has oatmeal in it.
Oh, I know they're not healthy.
All right. Yeah.
Still plenty of sweet and cinnamon in there.
And they are, it's a cookie, so it's a dessert. It should be, some people should like this.
Oh, yeah.
Without
Light and
question.
fluffy, man, it's great.
I mean, it might not be the best in the world, but it's just like saying, like, what is the worst pizza? And then trying to figure out, what is, in fact, the worst pizza.
It's like saying pineapple is an illegitimate pizza.
It's not illegitimate. It's still pizza.
I mean, it has parents.
It's still pizza.
Yeah, damn, Mike.
Just go by the definition.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
It's going to be a day.
It means family. That's a Lilo and Stitch joke.
Oh, Hannah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I don't think they understand entirely what pineapples are about.
Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so it's the worst of the cookies in our mind, and these are the worst one. And we're not trying to offend you on this. If this is your favorite cookie, again, it's a cookie.
You're stupid.
It's a cookie. So.
Oh yeah, and that.
Yeah. Choice number 1, the Fig Newton. The Fig Newton cookie. The Fig Newton is the cookie for people who have a jar of prune juice in their refrigerator.
Now, see, I enjoy
and they're the same person.
But I would not argue that they are good, but I don't dislike them. Although Ted and I maintain, strawberry Newtons and the cranberry Newtons?
I think it's strawberry and raspberry. Those things are phenomenal. But I don't eat Fig Newtons. Like, they have a weird texture, too.
I like them. I mean, I don't.
I'm sure I would eat one.
I don't hate them.
Right. We don't hate them.
Right.
But you don't love them.
Next on the list is the Nilla wafer. The Nilla wafer, it's just a plain cookie. I feel like it shows up in vanilla pudding a lot for some reason.
Right, because it doesn't affect it. It just adds texture. I don't mean it doesn't have enough taste to taste bad, but I also don't feel that it qualifies as a cookie.
All right, well, okay. Every once in a while you try something, it's been a minute since you've had this food product. And Nilla wafer is one of those. It's kind of like animal crackers.
Right.
When's the last time you had an animal cracker? When you do, you're like,
my kids are like 3. And I'm like, these are really freaking good.
They are unbelievable. You forget how good an animal cracker is.
I can't remember.
Because you were a child. Honestly, right. You were a kid, and then when you have kids, you buy them again up to a certain point. But it's the same thing as like eating like the store-bought chicken nuggets. I had not had store-bought chicken nuggets. Then I had kids, and now I have store-bought chicken nuggets at least once a week.
So Nilla wafers is number 2. Number 3, and I'm kind of shocked and torn on this that this made the list, but in my mind, it's a delicious cookie. They are Danish butter cookies. Think of the blue tin.
Correct. You see it a lot around the holidays.
Absolutely.
At your grandma's house.
It also might be the only problem I have with those cookies, that's my favorite on the list, is that sometimes you open it up and it's just sewing gear.
What?
Well,
Because those tins stay around forever.
Right. Once they get it's like the Crown Royal bag.
Correct.
Like they will use it forever.
Isn't that more of a traditional English type of biscuit, so to speak?
I don't know, man. I think the way
Danish, dude.
It is Danish.
It is.
Well, yeah, you're right.
Different. I mean,
You got to remember, Europe is very tiny in comparison to the United States of America. It's like a state. You know?
Right in the name.
They're kind of right there close.
Danish cookies English.
Yeah,
right.
Well, to be fair, French fries are not really French.
but like it's a butter cookie.
It is.
So that in my
And
mind,
Ted, what were you saying about? You said they're all the same flavor, but
I prefer the pretzel shaped one. Okay. Like I know they're all the same flavor,
But-
like right as a kid, I mean, you're right. We always had them at my grandma's, but like that was like a giant argument. Who got the pretzel one?
They are the same as the McDonald's original cookie. Now, Mike, you probably were born too late for that. I think.
I don't remember that.
Oh my God, they were fantastic. They were. This is before McDonald's had the sundae. They had just had the apple or cherry pie, and they had these cookies. So if you were a kid, that was something that you had to get, and they were phenomenal.
Something nice and stale and dry.
They were, yeah, pretty much.
All right.
They were fantastic. And then fourth up on the list,
Fantastic adjective to me.
yes, is the fortune cookie. Is this a cookie? I'm not sure.
it is a cookie. This is the only question I have for anyone. Would you eat a fortune cookie if it did not have a fortune in it? I'm saying no.
Why? I like
good enough, man.
I look forward to the fortune cookie.
Yeah.
I mean,
I do.
really?
Got a little hint of vanilla in
They're
there.
not
That's good.
bad, but again, they're not good either. They just kind of exist, and they're not edible.
Can you go to the grocery store and buy fortune cookies?
I believe so, yes.
You can.
There's a few places, yeah.
Do you have to go like to the the world aisle, or is it by the?
It depends on the store you're
or is it
at,
by the
but-
Chips Ahoy? You know.
I think so. And one or the other. 'Cause-
I mean, is this by the duck sauce, or is this
Right.
sitting next to the Keebler O's? I don't know. Either way, I think I have seen them one time at a wholesale
yeah, like
market,
Costco or something like that.
and it was a huge ass bag for more than likely at a restaurant.
Yeah, because Costco's probably thinking, who needs like 6 fortune cookies?
Sure.
But I think now they sell just fortune cookies in like a red box. You gotta look you gotta really go through that cookie aisle and look for them.
I'm not going to look hard for fortune
man.
cookies.
I'm
just not going to do it.
We can get 350 of them
That's what I'm saying.
on Amazon for $32.
I was under the impression you can't just buy 10 fortune cookies.
We should have gotten them for a happy hour and a half.
You've got to buy them for like a week's worth of patrons at a
I'll
restaurant.
tell you what, next year, if you come to the happy hour and a half for Pain in the Grass,
Well, if I can get safe,
we're just going to buy some goddamn fortune cookies and have at it. Check out your fortune.
I don't think you can get it in time. I don't think.
they have
the
next
free
day.
delivery is on Sunday, so I don't know if I can get
They
it.
got them at Safeway.
They do have them at Safeway.
That's what I'm saying.
What size? Or is it just the box you're talking about?
It's that. Yeah, it's like a red
People want
box.
fortune cookies at the happy hour and a half.
Can you get fortune cookies that just have the worst, most disgusting things written on the inside?
So-
there are some.
Like you're going to die.
I think there's companies that will allow you to put in stuff.
What a small penis you have.
Right. Your wife's a whore.
Exactly.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I sneezed in your salad.
Your dog's not cute.
No one has ever told you how bad you are in bed, but I'm here to tell you are.
Right.
Right.
Just all the.
Oh, yeah. You can definitely get that
Yeah,
stuff.
exactly. Okay. All right. There's your men's room poll. Pick one cookie for the rest of your life.
Somebody says, I've seen fortune cookies at Walmart, the Asian food aisle, not the cookie aisle.
Okay.
Central Market sells bags of unfolded fortune cookie. I don't want an unfolded
What do you mean
fortune cookie, man.
unfolded
That's a disc.
Or is it a square?
Maybe it's a square. I don't know.
Okay, so there is something here. It is called Fortune Cookies Against Humanity. It's much like that.
Okay.
Such fortunes include you will probably die from a heart attack or something. Your wildest dreams will come true, assuming those dreams are about the extinction of honeybees.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're perfect just the way you are. Maybe a nose job.
Wow. Okay.
Too late to stop climate change.
Our men's room poll. You're going to pick one cookie for the rest of your life, and none of them are really that good. Will it be the Fig Newton, the Vanilla Wafer, the Danish butter cookie, or the fortune cookie?
Apparently, there's a fortune cookie factory in Seattle. You can get a 5-pound bag of rejects for cheap. Is it rejects?
What do you mean
because of
rejects?
the cookie or the fortune?
Today you will meet the flow of your life. Or maybe you're not. I'm just a cookie.
Thanks. Big Dummy on the way, 206-421-ROCK.
On KISW, the shenanigans continue. This is the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
All right, let's do this. Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK. Steve, who is our first contestant, ready to play the big game?
Hello, Jim. Welcome to the men's room.
Jim?
Jim?
Jim Dandy. Jim May.
Jimmy there?
James. Jamie? We'll check back with you.
Let's try somebody else.
You know he's there.
I know he's
just
there.
not hearing us. Hello, Rick. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola. Rick, are you on Team Sober or Team Not Sober?
Team Sober.
Welcome to Big Dummy, Rick. Okay, our men's room poll. You're going to pick one cookie to eat for the rest of your life. Will it be the Fig Newton, the Nilla wafer, the Danish butter cookie, or the fortune cookie?
I think I'm going to go with the Fig Newton. As I get older, I'll start to like them.
Okay, that's a fact.
All right.
It's an acquired taste.
What I've noticed with my parents as they get older, there's things they must eat. But at least with my father, he still does not like them. He just doesn't want to die. Well, by the way, somebody here, this text just came in, says, I learned in botany class that wasps lay their eggs in figs. I will never eat a Fig Newton again.
I think it's a strategy also for parents who have children.
What's that?
Well, a lot of times you can't keep stuff in the house to eat for yourself.
You don't say.
So it's like coffee. You don't have to worry about your kids eating your coffee.
You want something sweet? I have Fig Newtons.
I know
the kids aren't eating them.
I know you won't eat those.
Right. That is a good point. All right there, Jim. Rick. Here is your question. A gaffer. A gaffer is the chief of what department on a movie set?
Sound?
Top?
You always see in the movies, right, Nate? Not that they get top billing, but the gaffer tends to pop up quick. Believe it or not, the gaffer is the chief of the electricians.
Isn't he also like the manager of a soccer club? The gaffer?
I don't know. Is that maybe?
I think that's like a term. He's like the boss. He's the gaffer.
Okay, might be. You would know better than me, that's for sure. But yeah, that's the chief electrician. So next time you see that, it's a credit roll. Like, oh, that's what he does.
Huh.
Do you know why they don't call him the electrician?
Why?
I have no idea.
Okay.
It would just be a lot easier if they just said that. All right, Jim, question number 2 for you. A June bug is what type of insect?
Is that a fly?
Beetle. That's right.
Oh, there you go.
Isn't there a famous June bug? Like a person, like a character in a movie or something?
June bug. See, I hate when you do that.
I don't know.
Because I don't know. And I'm going to be wondering.
It sounds like somebody.
I know.
It sounds like somebody who should be on Honey Boo Boo.
It does.
Like her neighbor, Junebug.
Junebug, right. Something like that. All right, here's your question. What color was Mace Windu's lightsaber?
Mace Windu?
Yeah.
Purple, baby.
That's right.
You knew that one. I read somewhere he wanted to be different. That's why he asked if he could have a purple saber.
It was, so the scene that he was going to be in, it was a massive fight scene. So there's an S-ton of Jedi and an S-ton of Stormtroopers, whatever they're fighting. But he wanted it to be purple so he could find himself on screen. So in the big scenes where you see everybody fighting, he goes, like, that's me. And when you're Samuel L. Jackson, they do that for you.
Yeah.
He's also a big Huskies fan.
Yes. I thought I was going to say Ravens. All right. But, whatever, man.
What if it turns out he's really a Vikings fan?
That's also a possibility.
Maybe it's just because we live in Seattle and you guys are Ravens fans. When I think purple, there's only 2 teams I think of.
Or even like Ted, I went to Northwestern.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, that is not top of mind.
Didn't even come to my mind.
Hello, Jim. Welcome to the men's room.
Yo.
Hola. There he is.
Jim, are you sober or not sober?
Completely.
Completely sober.
Completely sober.
Or maybe he said completely hammered. I don't know.
By the way, Ted, just so you know, Junebug was from the movie Juno. Her dad called her Junebug.
Okay.
All right. I think there's got to be a few of them, though.
Okay.
All right, so here, Jim, pick one cookie for the rest of your life. Fig Newton, Nilla wafer, Danish butter cookie, or a fortune cookie. Where are you going?
I'm a wafer type guy.
Wafer guy.
Nilla wafer.
Well, I'll tell you what, man. You look at the text. People that like Nilla wafers violently support them.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, like that, the Nilla wafer crowd, I didn't know.
It has to be 20 years.
What do you mean?
Since I've had a
Nilla wafer?
Nilla wafer.
Oh, it's been about a year for me, but I don't buy them because I really like them and I'll eat the whole damn box.
I had like a couple of holiday seasons ago because someone had them to make whatever dessert they were going to put.
Why would someone have them? Just to eat out of the box?
You can eat them out of the box, but I would say also like banana pudding.
Right. When you get around the holidays, you'll find that someone has a box of it sitting out.
I love banana pudding.
Yeah. And you throw
Okay,
them in there.
all right.
Get you some, Junebug.
I have to make it, though. That's a problem. You can't just go someplace and get banana pudding.
Well, that's why you go to someone's house at the holidays. That's when you score a lot of the desserts that you refuse to make yourself, like sweet potato pie.
Do you think people invite me to their house over the holidays?
I know that I do not.
I know.
So I don't know. And this year,
who would do that?
This year we're having banana pudding. In honor of Miles, who's not here.
That is a terrible idea. No, we're not inviting him to our home.
The devil,
right?
El Diablo's here with a banana pudding.
All right, Jim, here is your question.
Or invite him and make him leave before dessert.
Before dessert, yeah.
All right, you had your turkey out.
See ya. Thanks for coming. What pigment makes plants green? Pigment. Mm-hmm. That's for you, Jim. What pigment? What's that?
Chlorophyll.
Yeah.
Chloroform?
Nice
work.
They said chloroform the first time. Like, close.
Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll.
That puts plants to sleep.
Yeah.
Chlorophyll now.
Yeah.
Game us Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Parker. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches!
Hola! Parker, sober or not sober today?
Sober.
All right, Parker, welcome to the show. Our poll, you get to eat one cookie for the rest of your life. Will it be the Fig Newton, the Nilla wafer, the Danish butter cookie, or the fortune cookie?
I'm going Fig Newton. I've been rocking with Fig since I was a kid. But,
Have you ever had the apple?
Yes.
I can't recall.
Awesome.
I think I have.
Dude, listen, if you like Fig Newtons, and I mean this, every other flavor of Newton that they have is better.
Oh, it is. Yes.
And that's not an insult to the Fig Newton, but like they crush it on the other ones.
What is the Fig Newton family here? Let me see.
That's what I'm looking it up right now, dude.
Okay.
Come on, Jay, get on there.
I'm going to go get some.
Dude, seriously, you're welcome in advance. They're that good.
All right. I'm counting on you.
All right, here is your question. What do you call someone from Cyprus?
From Cyprus?
Yes.
I don't know.
Hold on.
Hill?
A Cyprian.
Not a Cyprian. I went down a wormhole these things.
A Saipon.
Nope. Saipon.
African.
No.
But it could be right.
I guess in a bigger scheme, sure.
Cypriot.
Cypriot. Yes. Cypriot. So if someone says, I'm a Cypriot, you know they're from Cyprus. All right, your question, who wrote the novel Dracula?
Nosferatu.
Bram Stoker. That is correct. Would you have known that if they did not release the movie called Bram Stoker's Dracula?
Probably not.
I would not have known that.
All right, throw good news and bad news.
All right, you're in the Fig Newton world?
I don't know that apple Newtons exist anymore, but strawberry Newtons are still out there.
All right. Seriously, grab them. They are fantastic.
That's another tough one to have around the house, though.
No, it's not, because they're not in my house long. When I open it, that's one meal.
It says Nilla wafers are used to make Jack's balls.
Yeah.
What are Jack's balls?
Like Jack Daniel, you crush it all together. Basically, it's like an alcoholic kind of dessert bowl.
I don't think I've ever had that.
Or your name is Jack, in which case it's something entirely different.
I have not.
I've never heard of that in my life.
It's usually around the holidays again. See, Nilla wafers, I'm telling you,
and
man.
do you wait for them to get harder, or do you eat soft Jack balls?
I don't remember, to be honest with you. All right, your question. What is the capital of Germany?
Berlin?
Oh.
Well done.
All right, very good.
I don't know why I always struggle with that one.
I just assumed it was Munich.
I knew it wasn't Munich. I don't know why I never think Berlin. Being that, yeah, you had East and West Berlin. Yeah, that would make sense. Berlin.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Jerry. Welcome to the men's room.
Weed, whiskey, and wenches.
Hola!
Jerry, are you sober or not sober?
Not sober.
All right, Jerry, welcome to Big Dummy. What cookie you going with for the rest of your life? The Fig Newton?
Teenage butter cookies suck the least.
They suck the least. Okay, so you're going with
Danish
those.
butter cookie. Okay.
What would be your favorite cookie?
I think chocolate chip.
Okay, standard chocolate chip. Chocolate chip cookies to me are like pepperoni pizza. It's just the standard for which everything else is based, right?
Yeah.
All right, here's your question. A monotreme. A monotreme is a mammal that does what?
It eats and then spits out through the same mouth.
Lays eggs.
Lays eggs. So there's what? There is the platypus. But there are like two other ones. Oh, man.
I am not sure.
Yeah, can't remember. All right, your question. The barycenter. The barycenter is the center of gravity between the Earth and what other celestial body?
It's moon.
Okay. Well done, sir.
Oh, my God. Someone comments, we have a black Jedi, and he's got a grape-flavored lightsaber.
Come on.
Damn, man. Holy.
Wow.
That's what I said.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Chase. Welcome to the men's room.
And evil in here.
Guys,
One of our listeners. Chase, are you sober or not sober?
definitely not sober.
All right, Chase, welcome to Big Dummy.
How's it going, guys?
Doing great. All right, what cookie are you going to eat for the rest of your life? The Fig Newton, the Nilla Wafer, the Danish Butter Cookie, or the Fortune Cookie?
Definitely not fortune cookies because those things never come true. But I don't know. The Danish.
Danish Butter? Okay, we'll do it.
That's what I'm voting for.
Let's go with that.
I feel like that's the one you could eat all year round. Like, Nilla wafers are delicious, but I wouldn't want to eat them all the time. Those butter cookies.
Yeah, that's a cookie you can eat when you're not baked and you're baked. You know.
That's a great explanation of how good that cookie is.
I can't believe they don't use that as their advertising.
Right? You don't even have to be stoned to enjoy our product.
We know they're not awesome, but you don't need to be stoned. Danish butter cookies. All right, your question. How many chromosomes does the average human have in each cell?
4.
Man, oh man. Are you like skydiving at the
What are you doing, man? You like hanging your head out the window like a dog?
Oh, I got the AC blasted. My bad. Let me turn that.
Good Lord, dude.
Oh, the window's open too.
Glad that your neighbors have power. Jesus.
By the way, the answer is 46. 46.
46. Geez.
All right. The original recipe for pound cake called for a pound of which ingredient? Flour, butter, sugar, or eggs?
Pound of flour.
Pound of flour.
It's kind of a trick
I was
question.
thinking a pound of butter, maybe.
It's a pound of flour, it's a pound of butter, it's a pound of sugar, and a pound of eggs.
Yeah, that's
it doesn't
why it's
matter.
a pound cake.
Think about that. So it didn't matter what you answered, you get it right. But yeah, a pound of each of those.
I might be able to make that.
All right. 1 pound of flour.
I'd figure out a way to mess it up.
Yeah, flour, butter, sugar, eggs. That's it, right?
I never knew. Robin told me.
Because she used to bake.
Pound cake.
Pound cake is delicious.
I'll be damned.
It is really,
Yeah.
really good. Yeah, so no matter what the answer is, you got it right.
Hope he plays that on
Miles,
the
you ever
Sunday.
had banana pudding on top of pound cake? Oh, it's good.
No.
We're doing it this year at Thanksgiving, Ted.
Oh, I can't wait.
I know. See
Well,
you there.
Apparently the balls are soft once you dip them in the Jack Daniels. And someone says BSB, too. There's another way to
Ooh,
That would work
solid.
really
Yeah.
good.
Hello, Wes. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Wes, are you sober or not sober?
I am not sober, sir.
Welcome to Big Dummy, Wes. What cookie you eating for the rest of your life? The Fig Newton, the Nilla Wafer, the Danish Butter Cookie, or the Fortune Cookie?
I'm going Fig Newton.
Fig Newton it is.
All right. All right, Wes. Here's your question. Sweetbread is derived from what organ?
The brain.
Is it the liver?
No, close.
The heart.
It's like the liver's neighbor, I believe. Not that I'm 100% on my anatomy. The pancreas.
Ooh, pancreas.
That's why they call it sweetbread, because when they called it pancreas, just didn't sell too well. All right, your question. Sleeping Beauty is Princess who?
Oh, God.
That name doesn't really inspire princesses.
Yeah, no.
I just assumed she was sleeping.
Oh, God.
It's probably somebody named Princess.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not Bubbles or Mercedes, so.
Sir, I like where your head's
I
at,
do,
though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah, I feel like I need to get some dollar bills with those names.
Yeah. No, I'll just go with, like, Anastasia. I don't know.
Mike kind of gave you a hint when he said
I didn't hear him.
Princess Aurora. He said the name does not make you think of a princess. Aurora Avenue.
Aurora, yeah.
Though there may be somebody named Princess.
There's more than likely a woman named Princess who is not a princess.
She has the name Princess tattooed on her.
Yes, she does.
Did you see the?
Yeah, he could have said that she married Prince Borealis. That would have helped.
Come on, Mike.
Jeez, Mike, what were you biting so lazy?
Jeez.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, that's all you had to say, you dumbass.
Not big on walking people home.
Did you see the video of the catcher talking to the two umpires the other day?
No.
He said, I'm a decent guy, man. I give half my money to charity. And they're like, that's really nice. And he said, when she's not there, I give it to Lexus.
That's pretty good.
By the way, the echidna is the other mammal that lays eggs. Thank you for telling me that.
I never would have got that one.
It was kind of bugging me.
Platypus.
Platypus, the echidna. There might be one other one, or those are the only two. I feel like there's three, but I don't know things. All right. Here's your question. What early 1990s dance craze was launched by The Simpsons?
Do the Bartman?
Oh, man. There you go, man.
Very good.
Nailed
Good
it.
job. Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Jared. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. That's Jared. Jared, are you sober or not sober?
Sober.
Jared, welcome to Big Dummy. Our men's room poll. Pick one cookie for the rest of your life. Will it be the Fig Newton, the Nilla Wafer, the Danish Butter Cookie, or the Fortune Cookie?
Fig Newton's gonna dominate. Fig Newton.
Fig it is. Figgy. Getting figgy with it.
Biggie with it.
All right. Your question. On South Park, whose mom was sucked into a toilet?
Cartman's mom.
Nope. Clyde.
Because he wouldn't put the toilet seat down.
Right.
So she fell in and flushed the toilet with her arm, and then she got airlocked.
See, that's an important message for children to learn. All right, your question. Aphylus trees lack what?
Say it again, sorry.
Aphylus. One word. Aphylus trees lack what?
Leaves?
Leaves. That is correct.
Very good.
Them phylus trees with all them leaves.
What else can you... There's no barkless tree.
There might be.
Well, those paper trees are really... That's still bark.
It's still bark, yeah.
Hang on.
I always liked those as a kid. Just go and peel a big piece off.
And your parents would yell at you to stop.
Leave the neighbor's tree alone.
I know, it's never yours. That's the problem.
Exactly. Ones we have here are kind of red, tintish, like orange.
Yeah.
More Big Dummy coming up, 206-421-ROCK.
What's up? It's your boy, the Fed Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
99.9 KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK, who is our next contestant ready to play the big game.
He's got to put it on.
My penis bandana. Hello, Eric. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola! Eric, are you sober or not sober?
Team not sober.
Okay.
Eric, what's up, dude?
What up, Ted?
Eric, our
You
men's
just
room
know who
poll.
Eric is because he's drunk and his name's Eric.
Well, and we've been going to Meltdown together for, I don't know, probably a dozen
Years.
Not going to the burn this year?
I'm not. I mean, that's why I'm here at work.
I was going to say it's right now.
All right, Eric, pick one cookie to eat for the rest of your life. Will it be the Fig Newton, the Nilla Wafer, the Danish Butter Cookie, or the Fortune Cookie?
Man, I've dominated tins of blue Danish sugar cookies.
All right, dominator of Danish tin butter cookies.
Do you buy them for yourself, or is it just you're at someone else's house, they have them, and you crush them?
No, at grocery outlet, they're on sale.
Okay.
Okay.
Like, I don't actually know no one who buys them for themselves, but I feel like you go over to someone else's house, and there they are.
Eric, you gotta, me or you, one of us has to bring them next year to Meltdown.
Ooh, there you go.
By like day 3, I'll be like, dude, I remember I brought the cookies.
It was so hot this year.
I know. Nobody wanted to eat a cookie.
You wouldn't even do that. It was what was temperature like at Meltdown this year?
98 degrees.
Jeez, man.
Yeah, and the walk to the river was a bit of a trek, but it was all right. I thought a blast.
Of course. You just
I had a great time. It was just really hot.
It was hot fun.
I also had premium RV parking.
Yeah, you got an air conditioner RV.
Eric suffered, man.
I know.
All right, Eric, here's your question. What mountain range runs for about 2,000 miles from Maine to Georgia?
It's not the Rockies or the Cascades. It's got to be the Appalachian.
One and done.
Too easy.
Yeah, nice work. Thank God. Didn't get that one right. There's only two
What do you mean?
in the United States.
Cascades, the Rockies.
Well, I mean, two
Appalachians,
major mountains.
two massive. Yeah.
You can say the Smoky Mountains, but that's part of the Appalachians.
Yeah, that's a good point.
What about the Tetons?
The Grand
That's
Tetons.
the Rockies.
That's still part of the Rockies.
Yeah.
What about the Smoky Mountains?
I love the name of that, though.
That's still Appalachia.
Blue Mountains.
That's still Appalachian.
Actually, last night, I don't know if Miles watched the episode, they had a whole thing on hidden gems, and it was about the Smoky Mountains.
Really? What's the hidden gem of the Smoky Mountains?
All the cigarettes.
Right. They sell cigarettes everywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
The Smoky Mountains are beautiful, tons of wildlife. I just think, generally, when you think mountains, for whatever reason, you think the Northeast or like Colorado or the Northwest.
Sure.
But the Smoky Mountains are beautiful.
They really
You
are.
think Smokey Bear appreciates that? Why don't you change the name? It makes me uneasy.
Game is Big Dummy 206-421-RON.
And I think part of it, honestly, like when I was in Tennessee, like they just look like they're smoking. Because it's like all the fog or
the
dew or
clouds.
The
whatever.
way it settles in the valleys.
Yeah.
It's a forest fire.
He does respect you calling him Smokey Bear.
Animals are dying. Hello, Bob. Welcome to the men's room.
Boo!
Boo! Bob, sober, not sober.
I'm working on October.
Okay.
I'd like to see Smokey Bear with a couple Jack Daniels in him. Just hear his truth.
Yeah.
I'm so goddamn tired of fires. How many commercials do I have to make before you dumb sons of bitches understand what the hell I'm saying? Just put out your goddamn... Oh, you're small, I can start a fire. Look what humans do. Have you figured out how to put them out? Get the F out of my forest. All right, Smokey, time to go home, buddy.
Hey, Bob, you got any friends
One
named...
more. Call you an Uber.
Bob, do you have any friends named Neil?
No, I do not. I
would wanna-
understand the reference, though.
I would want to run that game every time. We're going to the bar tonight.
There's no Neil. There's no Bob. There's just
Who's
the
Bob and Neil?
No,
You
Neil
just
and
said
Bob.
Neil and Bob.
Neil and Bob.
I know.
Oh, Jesus.
I just had to do charades for today.
As long as it's fresh, I'm going with the fortune cookie.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, only fresh for him.
How do you know if it's fresh?
Well, you can tell after the first bite.
That's fair enough.
It's like a stale chip, right?
Miles, real quick. Sierra Nevada mountains.
That technically, would that still not be part of the Rockies?
I don't know. But people
Well,
have
Sierra
texted
Nevada
me.
in California.
Yeah, no question.
Yeah, I mean, everything on the West Coast is somewhat.
All
part
of your
the Rocky
mountain
Mountains.
range questions, please, forward to Miles Montgomery before they just start loading.
They're
up
only
the
going to be a
text.
part of two. One of
and
two.
Someone else regarding the Danish butter cookies says a few years ago I went to my parents' house and saw one of those Danish butter cookie tins. Now my mom always kept her sewing stuff in there, so I expected that. When I opened it, I was absolutely shocked to see actual cookies inside. It was like my birthday. Man, oh man, you're a cheap date.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Miles, this says there's 3.
What's the third?
Sierra Nevada.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
well,
its own
Rock-
thing.
Rocky
Stand alone.
Mountains, the Sierra Nevada, and Appalachian Mountains.
Okay.
All right, now we know. All right, Bob, here is your question. What was the first NFL franchise to win 5 Super Bowls?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Dallas Cowboys.
I'm going to go Pittsburgh Steelers.
That was Ted's guess. That's incorrect. A strong guess.
49ers.
49ers.
Yeah.
49ers.
I remember the one for the thumb campaign.
Oh, yeah. God, that's right.
Pittsburgh's going to the Super Bowl.
Tom Brady's like, that's so cute. All right. You did it first. Good for you. All right, your question. What does a caliber measure?
Caliber measures the size of measures the size of a bullet.
Diameter? Is it diameter or circumference?
Diameter.
The internal diameter of the gun barrel.
Okay.
So you're tracking. Okay. Yeah, specifically the gun barrel.
What's the biggest? I mean, as far as like in a gun.
Handheld, you mean?
Yeah. Is it a musket?
50 caliber seems to be one of the big ones out there.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think 50 cals.
And Slash
sure. I
Stallone
feel like
fires
there's a
them with
6,
one
though.
hand.
And then we're talking missiles after that.
Yes, at that point, we're missiles. All right, multiple choice question for you. 4, 6, 8, or 10. What is the largest number of children to be born in a single birth and survive?
10.
I'll say 6. 8.
Hey, get out of here.
Octuplets.
That thing is ruined.
Octuplets.
Oh, man, yeah, that's...
Holy cow.
Whoa. You jump out of a plane without a parachute and spread your legs.
You have one of those glass things you stand on and look down.
Yeah, the Placostomus. All right, who wrote the novel 1984?
Shoot, I know this one.
Mm-hmm.
George Orwell.
That's it. Orwell.
Orwell.
No.
Orwell.
Nope. No.
You're so close. It's George Orwell.
Orwell.
Oh, you guys are like Jeopardy or Wheel of Fortune. Gotta be real specific here.
Hey, man, we learned from Jeopardy.
Honestly, I was going to give it to you, but then Miles corrected you, and you stuck with Orville.
Right.
Because, man, that's Redenbacher's territory.
Right. Don't mess with
step on his
Redenbacher.
popcorn. You wouldn't say, like,
Yeah, you got that's the mix.
Orson Redenbacher.
If my last name were Redenbacher, I would not name my kid Orwell. You're not going to do anything to save the last name, but like, don't give him a terrible first name when your last name's already terrible. I'd name him like Duke or Max. Max Redenbacher.
Sounds like an athlete.
It sounds like a Nazi war criminal.
Or that.
Or that, yes. One of the two. All right, your question. What is the capital of Chile?
Chile.
Santiago, Chile.
I would eat a Santiago chili.
Yep.
You know what? I would try that.
That sounds legit.
You think it's spicy or mild?
Ooh, if you're going to call it Santiago, yeah, you're right. There's a real smoky flavor,
Right.
Like a hatch.
It won't burn your mouth. Yeah, something like that.
Right. It's got a little bit of a kick, but it's mostly for flavor.
Mm-hmm. The Santiago Chile.
Wait, you're making me hungry for this chili now.
And it doesn't exist.
I know. Jeez.
All right, your question. A pluot. A pluot is a hybrid of what two fruits? P-L-U-O-T. Pluot.
I want to say a plum
That's one of them.
and ooh,
Probably goes well with brie.
It does. That's probably the only time I consume it is if it's with brie.
Same.
Makes a good jam.
Mm-hmm.
a grape.
Apricot.
Yes. Oh. Anyone ever heard of a frickin' pluot?
No.
Yeah. Well,
What's news to me?
You know who has? Our buddy Big
Oh,
Nate.
of course.
Oh, God.
He's probably got 6 of them sitting in his house.
And he says they're delicious.
By the way, somebody else says that Santiago Chile sounds like a sex move.
Oh, no.
Dirty Big Dummy coming up.
Santiago Chile.
Got a good one today.
That's a dirty, dirty one. That is a That sex move ends with both of you covered in something.
What is in the Santiago chili, though?
Oh.
You know, not the pepper, but the actual dish, the soup.
You had a bowl of Santiago chili.
Santiago chili.
A guy named Santiago.
This one deals with a yarmulke today.
All right, your question. What color are the original colors of the Rock'em Sock'em robots?
Red and blue.
That's it. That is it.
Hey.
Just like they taught you in school.
Game is Big Dummy 206-421 round.
Hello, Gary. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola. Gary, are you sober or not sober?
Not sober.
Not sober. Gary in the house. All right, Gary. Pick one cookie for the rest of your life. Will it be the Fig Newton, vanilla wafer, the Danish butter cookie, or the fortune cookie?
Well, because I'm so old, I'm going to have to go with that fig, because that makes you feel good the next day.
How old are you?
I hit the big 6'3" 2 days ago.
Damn.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Happy birthday.
Hey, thank you.
May it rain Fig Newtons upon thee.
Yikes.
I stole that from a Hallmark card. All right, your question, multiple choice. Martin Van Buren, James Polk, Dwight Eisenhower, or Grover Cleveland? Which president spoke English as a second language?
Say the names again.
Van Buren, Polk, Eisenhower, or Cleveland?
Van Buren.
Wow, really?
I would say Van Buren just because he's such an early president.
Early president.
The 8th president.
Clearly, he was, in fact, the 8th president. He was the founder of the Democratic Party, and I believe he created the independent treasury. All that. And spoke English second.
What did he speak first?
I don't know. I'm going to assume German. Just with the last name, Von
Swahili.
Right. Oh, yeah. Well versed in Swahili.
Just a guess.
Just throwing it out there.
Dutch.
Was he Dutch?
It was Dutch.
Okay.
Dutch.
Oh, yeah.
Van Buren.
Yeah.
Like Van Halen.
Dutchy
Van, they're Dutch.
I always think of Robin.
Whenever you're Van, you know.
Right, Robin Van Persie. Dutch footballer.
So Von is just right? So Martin of Buren. Eddie of Halen.
Born in Kinderhook, New York.
He was born in Kinderhook, New York.
Yeah.
But he spoke Dutch.
Well, at that time, was it New York or was it still New Amsterdam?
It says New York.
Probably New York. By the time you're 8th president, I think we're tracking New York.
But it did say most of the residents in that town were Dutch.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Now New Amsterdam's a show about a hospital. Hello, Justin. Welcome to the men's room.
And a vodka.
Hello, Justin. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola.
Justin, are you sober or not sober?
Sober.
Justin, welcome to Big Dummy. Okay, one cookie for the rest of your life. Will it be a Fig Newton, a Nilla wafer, a Danish butter cookie, or a fortune cookie?
You know, I can demolish those freaking butter cookies, but I gotta go with vanilla wafers. Vanilla wafers.
Vanilla.
By the way, somebody here says, my grandma is from Santiago, Chile. Funny to hear you guys make fun of it. What does your grandmother taste like? That's what we're trying to find out.
Why do you think it's not vanilla wafer instead of Nilla?
Trademark?
Trademark is strong, or they got sick of kids mispronouncing it all the time. Like, just call it Nilla, Jesus.
Well, I mean, even McDonald's commercials now just go straight up Mickey D's.
Right, because that's what
people call
everybody
it.
says it.
Right, it's not Kentucky Fried Chicken. It's KFC. It's just Dunkin'.
Is it
They
3
dropped the
yet?
donuts.
Well, it turns out I just read this. So Dunkin' Donuts, well, now Dunkin', 10% of their income is donuts. It's 90% coffee.
For sure.
So they were like, dude, let's just drop the donuts part. That's not why people are coming in. Although I did have some Dunkin' Donuts. We were on the East Coast a few weeks ago. God damn, man.
Was the coffee or the donut?
Yes.
Okay.
They were, honestly, I'm with you. By my sister's house in Baltimore, there's a Dunkin' Donuts.
It's just,
it's good.
It's unbelievable.
We're not allowed to have them here.
For whatever reason. All right, Justin, shut up for a second and listen.
I blame the mermaid.
Hurricane season in the North Atlantic officially begins on the first day of what month?
Well, let's see. It's the 1st of September, so let's go with September.
Is it August?
June.
And they haven't had, well, they're not saying it.
Well, right now, this has been a very, very, very quiet hurricane season.
To the point where people don't want to talk about it.
No, because think about the last
they feel like they're going to jinx
20 years, man. They have been destructive, devastating ones.
And the fact that there's been none that makes them think that when one...
It's like getting all the green lights, man. Just, we know we're getting all the green lights.
Yeah.
Don't say anything.
It's like Mike and I back in the office last week. Like, we've been pretty lucky, but I'm not going to say what we've been lucky for this August.
Just don't say it out loud.
Yeah.
Do not say it out loud. All right, your question. What continent is Kyrgyzstan located?
Kyrgyzstan? Asia.
Yes, indeed. One thing that I kind of discovered with this is if the country ends with Stan, more than likely
it's in that one area.
Asia. Yeah.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROB.
Hello, Logan. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Logan, are you on team sober or team not sober?
Sobering up a little bit.
All right.
Same thing to tell a cop. I'm sobering up.
Yeah.
By the time I get home, I should be fine.
I just got 1 more hour to drive, buddy, and I'll be perfectly fine. All right, our men's room poll, Logan. Fig Newton, Nilla wafer, Danish butter cookie, or fortune cookie? What cookie are you going to eat for the rest of your life there?
I got to go vanilla wafer.
Nilla wafer it is.
By the way, Ted, someone here, and I like the idea. It says, dude, Ted Von Smith sounds badass.
Ted Von Smith.
I am Ted Von Smith.
Yeah.
Owner of the, Smith machine.
Let me see your calves.
Yeah. I am Ted Von Smith. All right, here is your question. Which planet was named after the Roman god of agriculture? Never a sexier god ever. You're a god? Yes, I am. Of what? Agriculture. Yeah, okay, great.
I'm going to go Venus.
She was the god of female shaving products.
That'd be Uranus, Steve.
It is not Uranus.
Damn.
I know you wanted to say Uranus, which is childish if you wanting to say Uranus. No,
Saturn.
It is, in fact, Saturn. Okay. Which makes sense. When I think agriculture, I think ringed planets.
And plastic cars you can kick.
Oh, God, yeah, they were terrible cars.
You know, that's how they figured out how old Saturn was.
Oh, counted the
They
rings?
counted the rings.
One extra ring a year.
I'm telling you, my brother had a Saturn. That thing ran forever.
Did it?
Oh, yeah. It was great.
Every once in a while, I'll see one of the SUVs still driving around.
Oh, yeah, the View. Those things are made out of rubber, too. I got into an accident in one of those and I didn't feel a thing.
Really?
Yeah. No damage to my car at all.
The only issue I had with Saturn was when he bought the car, they did the whole send-off.
Okay.
And then one day he was like, hey, can you take it to get serviced? Like, you'll love it. They have coffee and donuts and this and that. And I feel like there's a secret world because when I showed up, there was like half a donut left, like no coffee. And he's like, every time I'm in there, it's like they know I don't own it.
All right.
I think if you're an owner, they come out of the back room with like fresh dozen donuts.
But if you're not, all they did is half a donut on the plate over there.
Yeah. You want a cup of water?
Just cut off the bit ends. All right, Logan, here's your question. What visual phenomenon happens when light is bent by layers of hot air?
Diffraction.
Oasis?
Mirage.
Oh, a Mirage.
Yeah, that's what a mirage is.
Yeah. I stayed at the Mirage once.
You thought you did.
I don't know.
That's the funny thing about the
Maybe
hotel.
I did, maybe I didn't.
You think you're here, but you're not. It's just a mirage. All right, your question. There's actually no rooms. It's just a facade up front.
Right, sir, you're on Fremont Street.
Yeah. Where do you think you're staying? Okay, that's the mirage. All right, Logan, your question. What is a scimitar?
Half man, half horse.
No. That's a centaur. And in fact, I'm going to ask you again. What is a scimitar? Scimitar.
I have no idea then.
Okay. That's the sword with the curved blade.
Oh.
But I like the half man, half horse.
I like that too.
Hey, Logan, hang on the line for us, man. We'll do this. We'll get back to you on the other side of the break.
More Big Dummy coming up, 206-421-ROCK.
W. The men's room returns with Miles and Thrill.
Hey, Jeff on the way. Ted's Meat and Potatoes, all about eating a cookie. Coming up right after the game known as Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK. We still have Logan on the line. Logan, you're on question. I got you for 6 now.
Welcome back to the program, Logan. Here is question number 6 for you. The city of Milwaukee is on the shores of what lake?
Lake Michigan.
All right. There you go. Get it done.
I don't know why. I know it is. It just doesn't seem like it is.
Well, you were
Yeah,
there.
what
Did
did
you
you
work?
say about-
Is there like a boardwalk area or anything like that?
A waterfront?
We cross the river a lot.
Okay.
I'm not positive.
Or Mississippi.
I am not sure. Jesus, I was in Milwaukee. I'm not sure I saw the lake, though.
Right.
And I was all, because we went to, well, I don't know. We went to, is it Lakefront Brewing?
That would seem to
And
be
we did like a brewery tour, but it was definitely like it seemed like just like a river or like a channel.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
But if you go there, take the tour, and then they have like Laverne and Shirley kind of joke, but they have they have the original beer, giant beer that Bernie Brewer used to slide into in his original shack.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Hello, Julie. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. Julie, are you sober or not sober? Not. Bud Lights?
Yes, sir.
And how many Bud Lights?
3.
How many times have you peed?
Only one.
All right.
Have you tried the Busch Light yet?
I've had Busch Light, yeah.
I think it's better than Bud Light.
Really?
I do.
Yeah.
It's been so long since I've had either, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
Maybe we should do a blind taste test.
oh man, that would be the worst.
Why is that?
Because you wouldn't get any of them right.
It doesn't matter. We're drinking beer.
I know.
See, that's the... I
I've
don't
done
care.
it. I've done it.
And?
With Bud Light, Coors Light, Miller Light, and a Busch Light.
All right.
You could tell.
Really?
You can.
Yeah.
You can tell Miller Lite.
I could, but I drink a lot of light beer.
Right. I
all
think
right,
you can tell Bud Light. Bud has a very distinctive taste. I feel like I could get that one. The other three, maybe Miller Light and Bud Light, I could figure out.
Okay.
But I'll tell you what, just my buddy Brett, Busch Light's back in my life. I don't mind. Bush Latte.
Yeah. Bush Latte.
And they got those Bush Latte apples, which I love.
Is that an apple-flavored beer or cider?
Oh, it's an apple-flavored beer. They're delicious. Anybody that has good taste knows how good they are.
Yeah.
Julie, you got to pick one cookie to eat for the rest of your life. Will it be the Fig Newton, the Nilla wafer, the Danish butter cookie, or the fortune cookie?
Nilla wafer.
Nilla wafer.
Oh, okay. There you go.
All right, Julie, here is your question. What weekly magazine was the first to sell 1 billion copies in a single year?
Weekly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say People.
It's not a bad guess. When I tell you what it is, it makes 100% sense.
Time? TV Guide?
No, TV Guide.
Oh, TV Guide. I remember those days.
It was always the checkout at the grocery store, and my parent always, like every Sunday, I think they'd buy, so that we could see what was on TV through the week. Mm-hmm. All right. Your question, what state is home to the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier?
I know this. Is it Virginia?
Bam!
Yes.
All right,
Julie. Nice work.
Well done. Yeah, Arlington. By the way, Ted, someone here says Bush Light Apple has been discontinued. Then they had sad days.
You gotta be kidding me.
Look, I don't know. I'm just telling you what the messenger sent here, man.
Jesus.
Probably he said it was sad days. He wasn't kidding. Said it instantly, just his shoulders slumped. What? No.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
Oh, man. What am I going to drink this fall?
It really did make it Ted sad, just so you know. You're going to hate this, Miles. Hello, Eastwood. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitch, hola. Hola. I'm sitting up here in the parking lot at Sheldon, Simply Cannabis. It's a new cannabis store up here in the shade. Like that, like V with THE, Royal V, Ted Smith Esquire says, man, plant yourself where you got good signal. So here I am, baby.
Nice. Eastwood, are you sober or not sober?
I'm not sober.
All right, Eastwood.
Thank God I was already sitting down.
Yeah. As I get off the area.
All right, Eastwood, pick one cookie for the rest of your life. Fig Newton, Nilla wafer, Danish butter cookie, or fortune cookie?
Hey, down here at Shopping Hop, man, they got small tins of Danish butter cookies for $1.49. They got it's a second-hand place. You got to watch the cereal dates and stuff. Some stuff's expired. I got a big thing of Whitman sampler candies over there for $4.99. Normally $12. Man, I'm styling my candy, but I'm going to go with the Fig Newtons because I listen to you guys and you talk about all the different flavors I never tried, so I get big variety.
All right,
that's what I'm going to do.
Fair enough.
Fig Newtons. Yeah.
All right, Eastwood.
Yeah. You haven't had the question yet. So.
Here's the question. I know it's shocking. Usually we get right to it. Katniss Everdeen is the protagonist in which book and movie trilogy?
The Dead and the Ugly. I don't know.
The Dead and
the Ugly.
I hope there's a book out there called The Dead.
Oh, The Dead and the Pretty.
Yeah. In this case, that would be Hunger Games. Hunger Games.
Hunger Games. Oh, yeah. That's no trilogy I'm into.
Yeah, I didn't think it was.
Grateful Dead.
All right, your question. What American landmark was originally called the Jefferson National Expansion Memorial? It's tough, but just think about Jefferson and what he accomplished in his presidency. National Expansion Memorial. Ted, you've been to this place.
Yeah.
Monticello.
Is it the Arch in St. Louis?
You got it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, the
gateway to the west.
Correct. And Jefferson, Louisiana Purchase.
St. Louis, yeah.
That is one of the most, like, you got to get in a little pod to get up there. It is so cramped. It's crazy.
Is it worth it?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it doesn't seem it.
All right, your question. Marine biologist Matt Hooper was a character in what 1975 movie? Marine biologist.
Jaws?
Well done.
All right.
Well done.
Very good.
That was
very good.
Richard Dreyfuss's character.
Oh, really?
And I realized that when there's only I guess there's 4 characters if you include the shark, but I realized I never knew his name. You know Chief Brody.
Yep.
You know Quinn, right? And then it's Richard Dreyfuss. But the character had a name, and like, I would have never guessed it.
Interesting.
Nope.
Game is Big Dummy 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, Tom. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, gentlemen.
Hola. Tom, sober, not sober?
I am sober. Can I say one thing?
Sure. You just did say one thing.
I'm going to have to apologize. I'm going to be far less interesting than Eastwood.
Everybody is. Eastwood's like the accident on the side of the road. Like, you don't want to engage it, but you just can't take your eyes off
nobody's hurt. All right, Tom.
By the way, somebody here, speaking of Eastwood, they said, secondhand candy? I want to go trick-or-treating at Eastwood's house.
No, you don't. All right, pick one cookie for the rest of your life, Tom. Fig Newton, Nilla wafer, Danish butter cookie, or a fortune cookie?
Nilla wafer.
Nilla wafer. Tough race today, the vote.
Someone else says, what do you think the net worth of Eastwood is? What if he's a billionaire?
Well,
I wouldn't be shocked.
I wouldn't either.
Somehow you're just like, yeah, of course you are.
And if you went over to his house, there was like 6 women in bikinis laying around the pool.
Oh, yeah, man. I've been living in a mansion forever.
Hey, man, all I got to do is go to the grocery store.
Right.
They want to come up to the pool.
I put in a bucket in my living room.
Yeah, well, they can use the bathroom.
My living room has 20-foot ceilings, marble floor. I just poop there.
I have an update on Busch Light Apple.
All right, Busch Light Apple. What do you got?
This is the last year for it. So don't worry, Mike. We will bring some to your place when we watch football.
We got to stock up on it.
I really like it. Mike hates it.
I would stock up now. Seriously, like just buy a ton of it.
Brett, I know you're somewhere out there. Get some 30s. I'll pay you back.
That's how we get business done, bitches. All right, here's your question. What name is given to the ancient Christian and Jewish underground burial chambers in and around Rome?
Too easy.
The catacombs?
There you go.
And I thought it was something you
I
groomed
have
your
one cat that liked to be combed. That was it. Senior Larry.
Mm-hmm. My cat's down with it.
Yeah, there's a point underneath the belly that she gets a little agitated. Or he used to, but he did. He liked it.
That's what it sounds like when an Italian guy goes into a pet store. Hey, catacombs.
Get to me in the catacombs.
And the litter.
I painted my cat. Hello, Uva. Welcome to the men's room.
Still a nation, bitches.
Hola. Uva, sober, not sober?
Starting over.
Starting over. Okay.
Oh, no.
All right, pick one cookie for the rest of your life. Fig Newton, Nilla wafer, Danish butter cookie, or fortune cookie?
Am I the only one that's going to pick the fortune cookie?
There's been one other.
A couple people have, yeah.
And they were fools, too. Okay. You really enjoy the fortune cookie? Like, as in they taste?
I do like them.
I don't think anybody eats them. I think they just look at the inside.
Yeah, that's what I do. Not always, ladies. Yeah. All right, here's your question. Men, women, or black people who were admitted to Wheaton College for the first time in 1988?
Let's go black people.
Oh, come on now.
It's men, isn't it?
Men, yes.
Yeah. That was an all-female school.
Oh, shoot.
My mother was trying to get me to go to college, right? I did not want to go to college. She got a job at a college in my senior year, which pissed me off because it means I could get in. I still didn't want to go. So she went through all these different things trying to convince me. And truth be told, I said, look, man, we made a deal in my junior year when you found out I missed 120 days. Just graduate and then do what the hell you want, but you don't have to go to school. Now you're telling me you want me to go to school. I really don't want to go there. I'm sick of it. I don't even care about the school. She said it's 88% women. I said, okay, well, when does it start? It was, seriously, that was
what
the
can
sales
I get a
pitch.
degree in?
Yeah, it used to be an old girls' school. It was still mostly girls. So she said,
Villa Julia.
Yeah. Now it's Stevenson University.
Oh, Stevenson.
Yeah. That way they could charge you more. See?
I'll see you at the club.
Still mostly women, so go. That was the whole sales pitch. I was like, I'm in. Why didn't you just start with that? All right.
Why didn't you tell me?
Yeah, that's it. Like, if you just started with that, like, sure, I'll sign up. I'm in. Your question, Nintendo began as a company selling what product? Bicycles, playing cards, TVs, or shoes?
I'm going to go playing cards.
You got it.
Got it, man.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Nice job. Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
Hello, David. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola.
Hola. David, team sober or team not sober?
Sober for now.
All right. Welcome to Big Dummy. David, pick one cookie for the rest of your life. Will it be the Fig Newton, the Nilla wafer, the Danish butter cookie,
or the fortune cookie?
I'm going to go with my mom's favorite, the vanilla wafer.
Vanilla wafer.
Vanilla wafer.
Yeah.
Vanilla wafer.
Vanilla.
Right. All right, here is your question. What is the opposite of the Orient?
Opposite of the Orient.
I just found out today there is an opposite to the Orient.
Right?
Would that be Mongolian? Mongol?
I'm not quite sure what it means by opposite, so I'm going to say the Yukon?
No, the opposite of the Orient. And there's an irony because we have a street kind of named after it down here. The Occident.
The Occident.
Think where Occidental Way is.
Occident.
Just saying. So the Occident. So what is the Occident? The Occident that's the western areas of the world. So when the Orient dominated the eastern part of the world,
So Orient means east.
and then the Occident was the western part of the world. Yeah, trust me, I just learned that today too.
Interesting.
So that's why we put Occidental Avenue right next to the ID.
Yeah.
Just a reminder. All right, your question: which Apollo 11 astronaut did not set foot on the moon? In other words, the guy no one cared about.
Edgar Mitchell?
He had a really plain name. It was like Mike Davis or something.
Anyone remember his name?
Doug Peterson.
We bring it up all the time. I can't remember his name.
Cooper or Edgar Mitchell, I guess.
Michael Collins.
It was Michael.
Michael Collins.
Yeah.
He just kept going around and around and
I
around.
feel like his cousin Tom's more famous.
Oh, Tom Collins? Hell yeah. And more popular for sure. All right, your question. What are the holes in Swiss cheese called?
Holes in Swiss cheese.
It's not complicated at all. I thought it'd be some big, long thing. It's really not.
Peekaboos.
Maybe voids. I don't know.
Cheese holes.
Cheese holes. Eyes. That's it, right?
Dang it.
You were closer than you thought, Ted.
Yeah.
Yeah, your peekaboos wasn't far off.
Why is there eyes in Swiss cheese? And
I believe it's the bacteria or something like
Yeah,
that.
something like that coming out of it.
Yeah, something.
Bubbling out of it.
It's kind of like you don't want to know.
all right,
Because you're like, ooh, it's cool. Then when they explain it, you're like, Jesus, God, don't tell people that.
Swiss cheese, underutilized cheese.
Absolutely underutilized. I think it's fantastic.
I'm with you.
Thank you.
I got your back.
Yeah, man. I feel very strongly about Swiss cheese. I'm a huge Swiss cheese fan.
Yeah.
All right, your question.
So you're not provolone.
Go ahead.
You got cheese jokes. Mike's got cheese jokes all day. That's all he earns all that cheddar.
Well, I'm good at them.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Look out.
That was solid. I'll give you the best cheese joke of the day. Best cheese joke of the day.
It was a good one.
Yeah, it was very good. Very good. All right, your question. Prague is the capital of which country?
Ooh.
Prague is the capital of Germany.
That would be
Belgium.
the Czech Republic.
Oh,
Ted got it.
Smith.
Someone should open a check cashing place called the Czech Republic.
I want to go to Prague. I heard
You
it
write
was
checks?
awesome.
I've heard Prague. Yeah.
I had a buddy that lived there for like 3 years. He was like, it is unbelievable. It's so cool.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. All right.
And I believe that's like where the real Pilsners come from.
It's also home of Kermit the Prague. Sure thing. All right.
It's not easy being white.
Boy, ain't that the truth, Ted.
All right, your question. Which software giant was founded in Albuquerque, New Mexico in 1975?
Intel?
software, Joe. Software. So it's not like
Software.
Microsoft.
Oh. Get out of here.
Yeah, that's right. He was in the hotel when he did it.
That's correct. By the way, they're annoyed with our cheese jokes. They say your joke's great on me.
Well, we're going to string them out for a little bit longer.
Say it to our face, you get shredded. All right.
Well, I missed more than 120 days of high school ditching, so I guess I am a big dummy.
Hey, man, I did too. And I'm an idiot, so there you go.
Don't be salty about our jokes.
Oh, boy.
Brothers in arms. Let's go, Brandon.
The Ganges River is a sacred river in what country?
Ganges is China?
India?
India.
India.
All right, your question. What was the first planet to be discovered by telescope?
By telescope, that would Neptune or Uranus? Neptune.
Ah, Uranus. They looked through a telescope and saw Uranus.
Question 11.
All right, question 11 for you. What movie gave us the line, "Nobody puts baby in a corner"?
Oh, that's going to be Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing. There you go.
Should've
One
been
more?
Three Men
You want
and
to
a
do one
Baby.
more?
We got one more.
Crazy. All right, let's do it.
Big Dummy.
Hello, Matt. Welcome to the men's room.
How's it going?
Hola.
Matt, are you on team sober or team not sober?
Sober enough.
All right.
Sober enough.
Okay, Matt, men's room poll. Pick one cookie for the rest of your life. Will it be the Fig Newton, the Nilla wafer, the Danish butter cookie, or the fortune cookie?
Gonna go with the butter cookie.
Butter cookie it is.
Hey, Mike, you're feeling better. Somebody here says your cheese jokes are good any way you slice it.
Oh, thank you.
Nice.
And if you guys keep on with these cheese jokes, you're bound to get peppered, Jack. All right. See, people didn't know that they had cheese jokes in them.
Yeah.
Now you know.
Well, some of them stink.
Here's a question. In the world of punctuation, what is an interrobang? That's how you get out of prison.
No idea.
Exclamation point?
And?
Ooh. Oh, and a question mark.
Yeah, question mark and an exclamation point. That is now called an interrobang.
Well, intero, like, is in question.
Mm-hmm. Bang, like sex.
Okay.
All right. I'm pretty sure that's it.
Bangtown.
Yeah, there's a problem.
What U.S. city hosts the world's largest hot air balloon festival?
Albuquerque?
I think that's right.
Boom.
Okay. Head chef's on the way. All about a cookie.
Oh, no.
What happened?
These jokes are not your best.
The government level. Yeah, exactly. You are listening to the men's room.
Automation is powering what's possible for businesses of every size in every industry. Unlock your potential at Automate, the largest showcase of robotics and automation in North America, May 22nd through the 25th in Detroit, Michigan. With over 600 exhibitors, 200 speakers, and more than 25,000 registrants, there's no better way to power your business. Register for free at automateshow.com. That's automateshow.com.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, the podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
A blind cookie taste test. Coming up with a head chef.
Who's blind cookie? Sounds like a great blues
We
player.
are going to be handed a cookie. We don't know the cookie. We can't see the cookie.
All right.
We have to determine, like we were talking about with the beer, can we identify said cookie?
Okay.
And you're going to have to fight your fingers a little bit.
What do you mean, fight my fingers?
Well, because some of the texture of the cookie will give you a hint.
Ah, okay. All right.
Okay.
Fight your fingers.
But first time for a few emails from the men's room at KISW.com.
You've got mail. You've got mail.
Well, I'll just jump right into the birthdays, except for this one. It says anniversary shout out.
Oh, no.
My husband Rod is a huge fan. Kimmy, we don't do anniversaries. We don't do birthdays of people who are dead. We don't celebrate your dog's birthday. We don't do birthdays when it's not your actual birthday. We don't do, hey, give this guy a pat on the back because he really helps us out at work, shout outs. If you want to call up and answer the question and do that, that's on you. But we just don't do that. Yeah. See, if we do that, we open up an incredible can of worms where every day we're wishing you, like, happy half birthdays and stuff.
There is no half birthday.
All those things.
There's no such thing as a half birthday.
So we had to cut it to the quick there and just be.
An anniversary, like, that's a good R&B song, but I can't sing it.
Yeah. Thank you, Tim.
Your anniversary.
Oh, there you go. You just got
little sneak peek.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the Macholas, today is my daughter Charity's 21st birthday. That is a big one. Can I get the Dirty Germans telling her what it's like turning 21 with being a new mom? Maybe Coach Ted with some drinking tips. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. That from Angie and Guy.
Yeah, Angie and Guy. Hello, happy. I married them years and years and years ago. However, I would say that, no kidding. Listen, for your 21st birthday, you're asking what I would say about it. I'll be dead honest. I don't remember. I do remember that 3 days after turning 21, I was still in a lot of pain from the celebration of turning 21. But I honestly cannot tell you what happens on your 21st birthday.
Yeah, for this German, so it was a surprise party right before the birthday. So my advice would be, if you're at a family member's balcony, don't puke over it onto the neighbors below.
Surprise!
They were not happy.
I puked. A lot.
I feel like 21 runs. It's hard. And, like, the thing is,
it's shots.
People buy you shots, and then, look, I was a bartender. I don't care who you are, what you look like. You came in and said your 21st birthday, I'm giving you a free shot of something terrible.
You get hammered. Yeah, I don't remember it. I really don't.
All right, coaching them up on drinking. Listen, 21 run, charity, you're on your own on that one. Now that you're a new mother, Coach has some simple advice for drinking. Number one, and it's the only one, put baby down first. I shouldn't say that. I've seen somebody drinking in what do you call that? Or get one of those little baby holsters that they sit on the front of your chest.
Look.
Then you can drink around them.
If you're a parent, drink. You can hold a kid in one hand and drink. I've been doing it for years. It just, you earned it. And if the kid doesn't drive you to drink, you ain't raising them right.
I miss picking up the kid years.
You still pick them up on occasion. They're just heavier and they smell bad.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
Just pick up your kids. I know they're full grown. It'll really embarrass them.
Guys! I think Miles' kids are too old.
No, that's why you do it. They're in their 20s now.
Come here, you're 23.
You just pick them up and...
Hey, I love you. I'll just, cradle them.
That's what I'm saying. Make it as awkward as you can.
Walk into a bar,
Oh, who's this? It's actually my daughter.
My daughter. Guys, it's my brother Michael's 36 trip around the sun. Gonna get a barbershop fish sandwich. Any of you like that? Thanks, guys. That from Nick.
Yes.
Can I get
I love this one.
sandwich? Oh, you know I gotta eat right. Oh, brother, can I have a fish sandwich? You put the cheese and the tartar on the side. You like that? You like that?
Guys, today's my 37th trip around the sun. Could you guys make my day with the Dirty Germans welcoming me into my late 30s? Thanks, guys. A love long time. That from Allison in Bremerton.
Yeah, last time someone told me love long time. It was a good time. I want to recreate the exact same imagery.
Yeah.
Except with less war.
Yeah, it's Allison. That loves some of the sport she likes, but she's very good at juggling balls.
Yeah.
Soccer balls. She's a big soccer nerd.
Quick question.
Really?
Have you ever met an ugly Allison? I have not.
No,
is this thing?
Yeah, is this Allison? We've all met before. She even gifted me some candy pea.
Candy pea?
So I can't say the word, Miles, because of the FCC.
It was shaped like that?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Huh.
Seriously. I kind of forgot about it. She sent me a note yesterday. I was like, yep.
Oh, Michelle, say my boss, Jesse, is 49 years old. Could we get the Dirty Germans talking about why he took the entire week off of work for his birthday? Thanks, guys. That from Emily. Maybe some inspirational words of wisdom from Miles, if we could.
Yeah, the reason he took the entire week off from work is quite simple. It is his birthday week, which means it's a week full of mouth hugs. Well done.
Yeah, Miles, read the first part of that email again.
Today is my boss, Jesse's 49th.
That is it right there, because he's your boss. He take off as much time as he wants. Jesus. Am I wrong?
No. All right. Jesse, you're 49 years old. I'm going to get deep on you, all right? This is deep.
That'll be the first time he's ever done that with a woman.
Anybody. Oh. I can't get there. Jesse, I want you to think about this. People who are generally larger have more skin, making them, in fact, skinnier.
Oh, come on.
Oh, I'm real skinny.
I can picture the person saying that.
No, all this skin, I'm skinny. real skinny.
What in the hell are you doing? Good luck with that.
Working on it.
Oh, Michelle, can I get a birthday shout out for my darling wife of 23 years, Carmel. She is smart enough to not give her age over there. So how about a fish sandwich medley? And the Dirty Germans telling her what they would do to an over 60-year-old hottie. Thanks, guys. That from Jeff, a.k.a. Hefe.
Can I get a
fillet of fish sandwich?
So you know I got
I'll have a fish sandwich.
Oh, brother, can I have a fish sandwich? With the cheese and the tartar on the side.
I'll wear a fish sandwich.
Is it too early for a fish sandwich? Cheese and tartar on the side. I smell the fish sandwich. Maybe some your relish in the morning. At noon and at night.
Buy you a fish sandwich. Though you don't want a fish sandwich?
Boo, bitches. Want to give my dad, Matt, a 57th birthday shout out. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, for your birthday, we will create our own candy bar. I will provide the chocolate. You provide your name, the caramel.
Yeah, so, it's also a beautiful place. I go down there and taste your ocean. And you play with my kelp.
Hang on with Clint Eastwood.
Bitches, want to get Clint Eastwood into the room to make it release.
I don't know that I've ever seen a more private beach than Carmel.
You won't.
No. Bitches, want to give my dad, Matt, a 57th birthday shout out. Can I get an OG fish sandwich? And the Dirty Germans talking about driving an 18-speed stick shift truck. Happy Thursday, gentlemen. Appreciate it.
Do I get a fish sandwich?
Yeah, you want to drive this 18-speed stick shift truck? Yeah, just call me Steve.
Yeah, I think the 18 sticks is usually handled by the lizards.
Hey, guys, want to add a special birthday wish for one of your colleagues, the one and only B.J. Shea. Please give him a what the hell is that, Jay? And your penis is too small. That from all your fans in the morning.
Oh, my God! What the is that, bro?
How old is B.J. Durham?
I don't even want to know. Probably 62.
Would fire code allow us to put that many candles on his cake?
62, maybe?
I don't know.
If he's older than that, maybe, but I don't think so.
I mean, it doesn't look a day over 90.
No, it doesn't.
I think we all agree on that.
Exactly.
Right?
All right. Here we go. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
Time to open wide and sample Ted's meat and potatoes. Now, here's your host, head chef of the Men's Room, the Ted Nugent.
Head chef in the house.
Thank you, folks. Thank you. You guys ready to be the chef's little cookie monsters?
We are.
Huh? You need some cookies? Yeah. You can get the crumbles on your shirts today, okay, boys?
What in the hell?
Sorry.
Let's eat the
Who's my little cookie monster?
Let's eat the cookie.
Miles, you gonna be my cookie monster?
Yes, I will.
I mean, your cookie monster.
Oh, there you go. All right. Sorry.
I want to eat some cookies, man. Hook this up.
All right, so these are supposed to be the best cookies of all time. Now, obviously, there's going to be some arguments here.
No.
So, Mike, actually, credit to Mr. Hawk here. He actually had this set up last week. You guys had Aaron in.
Correct.
So we didn't get to the cookie challenge.
That's right.
I'm pretty sure it was like National Cookie Day or some weird crap.
Yeah. Mike, is that what you were going to call it? The cookie challenge?
The cookie challenge.
Yeah, cookie challenge. You take that in a lot of ways. In this case, we mean confectionery.
Disappointing.
Look,
we'll make it up this weekend.
Right. If I could roll through 10 different cookies, I would.
I know. I would do a blind taste test.
I know. All right. That's what it tastes like a banana.
Recognize anyone here?
So we have some here. My sous chef, Mr. Hawk, is going to set some up.
All right.
Obviously, we don't have blindfolds. As I hand them to you, I will ask you to please kindly close your eyes.
Okay. And open your mouth.
I see what's happening here.
This cookie has a weird shape.
It's like a...
Is this a ding dong? A salted ding dong.
It's like a Vienna sausage.
We just have some of them. Some of the cookies that made the list here. Edam's milk chocolate chip cookies.
I've not had that specifically, but I like Edam's products.
You never got the mini chocolate chip cookies?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Go.
Jeez, Whiz.
Go to, like, when I was
You pathetic piece of...
No, I mean, I feel bad for you. When I was
I'm
a
not sure I have
kid...
either.
What?
No.
Why did your parents not like you?
They did Famous Amos.
I haven't had one either.
Well...
You didn't get invited to parties.
But I feel like you're not... Mike, that might be an age thing. I don't know. In my house, that was like a massive... Like, those Edmonds, and they were miniature. So as a kid, you know, anything small just seems better. I mean, I say that now. But that box of cookies... I mean, I can remember, and you guys all know my mom. My mom is very nice. She was a nice mom, but she was still a mother and a parent. And I mean, I can't tell you how many times I would just walk over that, and she's like, not this week. Right? So, like, when we got them, it was always like a massive deal. But every week I would go grab that. The Edmund, trust me, you can hear my voice right now. Edmonds, it's a box, white box, blue trim, miniature chocolate chip cookies.
Okay. I like a miniature chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah, and they're soft, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, they're soft? I don't like soft.
You don't like soft cookies?
No.
What?
Not pre-made, not the ones that come in a box. Like if it's a fresh homemade hot cookie, I like it soft and gooey.
Well, sure, because you know it's fresh out of the oven.
But if it's at the grocery store, I like it hard.
Well, I'll tell you what. This year, when I make cookies around Christmas, I'll bring some in because Mike can attest. I made hands down the hardest cookies you've ever had in your life.
Mike has never had a
Yes, you did.
Mike has never had a hot cookie before.
Yeah.
Hot chocolate chip cookie.
Correct.
Damn, that is such a shame.
Remember we had that conversation, yeah.
I doubt that. Somewhere along the line, I bet.
Mike, you just
I bet
believe
your
it.
wife probably made some. Mike, I like Mike's over there just munching on the cookies. That's how you know you got a good sous chef. He tries everything before he sends it out of the kitchen.
Make sure it's not poisonous, Ted.
Yeah, thank you. Let's see. Mrs. Fields, chocolate chip cookies were on the list. And then the Pillsbury holiday sugar cookies were on the list.
All right, Pillsbury, do your thing.
All right, Mike, are we starting with number 7?
We are indeed. Eyes closed.
Number 7.
All right, eyes closed. Eyes closed.
All right.
Now, this is a classic cookie. You should be able to recognize it right away by taste. Obviously, the shape of it might help. Mike, did we break them into sections? We did.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay.
Oops. I didn't turn the
All right.
on. Hang on.
Yep, we got to turn the camera. It's just on me right now, which I don't blame you. Most people are loving this view. All right, Miles, try it. Mm-hmm. I can see thrilled chewing.
That is a classic Chips Ahoy.
I was trying to say Chips Ahoy chocolate chip cookie.
And you are correct.
Yes.
All right.
They came in number 7 on the list. Now, the next one, there'll be a little bit of departure. While it is a cookie, it's a little different version of a cookie, I think, than most people are used to.
A different version of a cookie.
Yeah, and this will harken back to childhood. Like, oftentimes as an adult, I don't think I have this cookie that often, but it's super delicious. And as I told Mike earlier, whenever I do have one, I go, why don't I eat these more often?
Probably because they're cookies.
Well, true. But I mean, you're right. It's rare.
Are you a food defender? When you go to the grocery store, do you not buy things because you know that you'll eat them all?
Yes.
I do that as well.
100%. 100%.
All right.
And listen, it's not because I know I'll eat them all. It's because once a year, I got to go get a physical and I got to talk to my doctor.
Not your nutter butter.
Dang, Montgomery. You are good. All right. Now, the next one is going to be a flavor that you may have tasted already. But you have to name the exact brand of this cookie. Remember, we're talking about
the exact brand?
Correct.
All right.
Because there's a few.
I'm already guessing a chocolate chip cookie because that's the most popular cookie. So if whatever brand you are, you can do a good chocolate chip cookie. You're in the game, right?
So you already nailed Chips Ahoy Original.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Chips Ahoy, they got the name because the guy that started the company was actually a pirate. Ahoy!
I didn't know that.
And his name was Chip.
Yep. Chip the pirate.
Chip.
Terror of the seas.
Every time I hear the name Chip has been ruined for me.
I know. I picture someone goofy.
Ooh, Montgomery got a nice bite there.
That's good.
Yes, it is, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Come on, you little cookie monsters. Come on. What brand is it?
It's buttery.
Very familiar, yeah.
Almost fancy, huh?
Is that
Pepperidge Farms?
You remember this flavor?
Yep, Pepperidge Farm Farmhouse milk chocolate chip cookies. Pepperidge Farm, man.
Yeah, you can taste the butter.
Again, we're going down the best cookies of all time.
Where are we on the list? What number is this?
This would be number 4.
All right.
Miles, you better get this one.
There's a fudge
Fudge
stripe.
stripe.
Yep. Too easy. Jeez.
But you are a Fudge Stripe fan.
Love them.
Also, I'm impressed by your dedication to not closing your eyes but staring upwards.
Yeah.
Like, even for a minute, I was like, what is he doing over there?
He's channeling his
I'm looking
taste
at the
buds.
ventilation system that's collecting all the dust in this studio.
Mike, thank you for the help on this one.
Hang it there.
By the way, somebody here says I absolutely cannot have Nutter Butters in the house.
Nutter Butter. Oh, because you eat them all.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Well, and nowadays, folks, they make a bag of miniature Nutter Butters.
Do not tell this person that.
I do defensive eating.
Yeah, the mini Nutter Butters. It's like, I'll just get this pack of mini ones. That'll be fine.
This is just in my hand, and I'm guessing an Oreo.
Jesus.
No.
Yeah,
You guys are
it's
good.
in my hand.
It is,
Yeah.
I was thinking it could be a vanilla cream.
That's an original Oreo. And then I think, Mike, we have one left, correct? What's that?
First we got number 2. We don't have that one.
All right, so number 2 on the list was Toll House chocolate chip cookies.
Okay.
Now, this is the top spot.
This is the top spot?
They say these are hand down the best cookie on the market. Maybe an unpopular opinion, but it's awesome.
Double stuffed? No.
Is it like the vanilla Oreo?
Golden Oreos.
Oh, I'll admit I cheated that one a little bit. I didn't actually have golden Oreos, so it's Oreos again.
It's just a regular Oreo. Miles, you weren't far off. You know how the chefs get in this kitchen, man. We get wild.
We get cookies.
Now, do we save these cookies or do we put them out for the masses to eat?
I think.
Put them out for the masses, I think, because there's a lot of people here.
Here's the problem.
doing the
Everybody's
hard
gone
work.
after tomorrow.
They'll get eaten.
Yeah.
Cookies hang out.
Okay, all right.
Cookies get eaten.
Cookies.
You know what? If you learned anything today on Mean Potatoes, it's that cookies get eaten.
That's correct.
Thank you, Head Chef. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
Automation is powering what's possible for businesses of every size in every industry. Unlock your potential at Automate, the largest showcase of robotics and automation in North America, May 22nd through the 25th in Detroit, Michigan. With over 600 exhibitors, 200 speakers, and more than 25,000 registrants, there's no better way to power your business. Register for free at automateshow.com. That's automateshow.com.
99.9 KISW. The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
All right, coming up next, we'll drink and toast with the shout of the day. We do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check out with Mike Hart and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
All right, there's a pregnant woman in Texas that was just ticketed for the second time for driving alone in the HOV lane.
That is correct. Yeah. But it's Texas law. She's like, look,
what's the problem?
It's the law you came up with.
Mm-hmm.
So
Heard me.
Yeah, they threw the first ticket out.
Matter of fact, you could have sex the night before, not even be pregnant as far as you know, and it's still technically probably illegal.
Mm-hmm.
A new study found that 10-minute micro breaks can boost an employee's vigor.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right.
I mean,
it's called smoking.
Yeah. I'm a smoker, so
it's pretty easy.
For real.
It is. That's
Yeah,
a great
seriously.
reset. Like you said, certain things you want to accomplish in a certain amount of time, right? Very much like that. By this time, I need to do this. And when I accomplish that,
It sucks
get up, grab a smoke.
that it's so unhealthy. If they could just make it
a healthy cigarette.
so these things are not unhealthy.
Right.
If they could
Somehow.
just do that.
Yes.
Let's go grab a few minutes of air.
Yeah,
There you
totally.
go.
Come on, science, figure it out.
Yeah, you can do a lot of things. You take the sugar out of the Coca-Cola. You can do this.
There's a man on TikTok that knew he was about to be laid off, so he joined a Zoom call in a pink wig and drank white wine.
And found out he was up for a promotion.
So he knows the IT
Uh-huh.
guy. IT guy always knows who's getting fired.
Oh, fair enough. There you
They
go.
scrub you from the website.
Oh, yeah.
They take your name off. You're not contact anymore.
He's friends with him. He gave him a heads
yeah,
up.
exactly. That's all it is.
Yep. A new poll found that Canadians aren't exactly happy with their country either. Most of them upset with their economy, their federal government, and, quote, types of changes happening in Canada.
Well, the economy's kind of worldwide.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It does not matter what country you live in right now.
Global issue.
Right. It's a global issue, yes.
Yes.
And changes happen.
They do.
Right? Like, nobody goes backwards.
Right.
Are you sure?
I'm just saying, like, some of the stuff, like, I don't know. Just like, come on.
Right. Quit holding on to the past, damn part. Mm-hmm. There's a young girl in Germany that legally changed her name.
Oh, no.
Because it was Alexa.
Oh, okay. So
you know
she
what?
got
I get what she's doing that for.
She was getting ridiculed in school.
Well, of course.
You know.
Everyone's going to ask you questions. And look, that one you can't put on the parents because she was Alexa before the Alexa we know came along.
It also definitely has
Alexa's
this-
been around for a while.
It's also kind of stripperish.
But how long has Alexa been around? the voice activated.
What, 7 years at this point?
Yeah, so I mean, this girl's older than that.
Okay.
Right?
We hope.
I guarantee you the parents are like, God damn it.
Right.
I told you, I have a buddy, there's a lot of stripper names in his family.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're all older, but like Alexis, Savannah.
Right.
Yeah.
I named you after women I remember.
You got in the wrong industry.
Couldn't afford a car, so she named her daughter Alexis.
A new study of romance novels found their typical male height is 6 feet tall, and they've even had more men over 7 feet than under 6 feet.
Yeah.
Women like dudes that are 7 feet tall.
There you go.
They like tall guys.
Man, I think it would be tough being that tall. I think Steve, I think 6'4". I think that's you're right at the tipping point. I think
I feel like once you hit 6'5",
anything more than
things
that, it's just like life starts getting really, really awkward.
You keep bumping up into stuff.
Like a coach seat right now sucks on an airplane.
Oh,
right. Give it 1 more, 2 more inches, you are screwed.
Yes,
you are screwed.
I mean, can Shaq fly commercial?
First of all, the good news is he doesn't have to. But you could not stuff his ass into a commercial.
No. Well, I went to the math that one of the guys on our basketball team was a 7-footer. But he just always got, there's that one seat in the exit row.
Oh, yeah.
That there's nobody in front of you.
Yeah.
He would just, by default, they'd be like, you can have that seat.
Well, thank you.
That's
Also,
as soon as you get on the plane, like, we'll switch seats.
Mike, you know the parking garage downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's 6'5".
Right.
He's scalping himself.
Right.
Yes.
I mean, there's pipes, there's all these metal boxes and stuff.
You have back issues just because you can't stand up straight anywhere.
Well, you'd have to hunch the whole way through there down.
Exactly. A new poll looked at various things that make us feel happy and how long that boosts last.
All right.
Boost lasts.
Puppies.
Pretty much. And just after
Sex.
seeing that, witnessing it, going through it, just how long it keeps that
a cookie
boost of energy going.
Your afterglow. Yeah.
Right. Let's get into it.
The Men's Room Top 10. The Men's Room Top 10.
10 things that make us happy and how long that lasts. Like going for a long walk in the woods and knowing that you're right where I left you. That kind of joy lasts a lifetime.
Damn. Thank you, VD. Thank you. And you're right where I left you.
They actually did give us 11, and usually I wouldn't go into it, but this one does bear mentioning. Number 11 being a cold beer on a hot day.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that would be on the list. Hell yeah.
How long does it make you happy for? The duration of the beer?
Yeah, pretty much.
No, because guess what? I'm reloading.
Not at all, man.
I mean, beer, even a cold Coca-Cola can, you pull it out of that ice, you know what I mean? It's ice cold. Like, that is a good sip.
3 hours and 17 minutes. That's how long it keeps you happy for. So these are...
I'm drinking 12 then.
10 things
happy all day.
Right.
10 things that make us happy and how long they make us happy for. Number 10 being receiving a compliment. Apparently, that keeps you going for 3 hours and then 30 minutes.
You're not as stupid as I thought you were.
You don't get those too often.
No. You really don't. We need to do more of that. Hey, compliment each other.
Yeah, but you still got to kind of earn it.
Well, sure. I'm not saying just start throwing them out there like, Snoopy throwing out Easter eggs, but...
Sometimes, too, it could be a random one.
Sure.
Not about your looks or whatever. Just like, oh, I like those shorts, or I like that, you know what I mean? Or sunglasses.
Nice penis.
Anytime they comment on my clothing, I always say, made it myself.
Hey,
I like your shoes, made them myself. I mean, they always, really? Hell no, not really.
Number 9, eating chocolate.
Sure.
Right, we just had a handful of cookies back here. Everybody's got that little boost there. That's going to last you about 3 hours and 34 minutes.
Then it's all downhill.
All I ate was the Nutter Butter.
Oh.
Should have got chocolate.
Yeah, wow.
You didn't get one of those Pepperidge Farms?
I didn't.
You didn't remember.
You know what, Ted? Go get it, man.
Are they on the table?
Yeah, I'll put them out there.
I'll get one right now.
Go get one.
I'm going to take a 10-minute break and go get a chocolate cookie.
Boy.
We got you covered.
I'll handle this segment. We're all good. Number 8, having a totally clean house.
Yes.
That feels incredible.
You know what? It feels good until the kids come home.
Yes.
Because then it ends.
For my wife, it feels good until I get home.
Right.
But that's all. That'll last you 3 hours.
Are you messy?
And 36 minutes. I can be. Yes. I try not to be. I really try not to be. I can have a one-track mind, and I've started to go with something that I did learn off TikTok. Don't put it down. Put it away.
Yes. Yes.
I'm unifocused. Okay, I got to come in and I'm going to walk the dog. I come in and I just shed all my stuff. I try to put it where it's supposed to go, but sometimes I might need that later, so I'm going to put it over here. Well, I'm going to put this over here. No, put it away.
I put all my crap in one place. Just when I get home, the bag, the hat, the glasses, wallet, all of it just sits in one place.
And when you wake up, it's there for you to pick back up again.
Exactly. Ta-da.
Good call, Mike. That cookie was delicious.
Attaboy. Good work, Ted. Proud of you,
Pepperidge Farms?
Yeah,
It's
you're
buttery.
right. It's
Buttery.
so buttery.
It is, man.
Gracious.
10 things that make us happy and how long they make us happy for. Number 7, finishing a workout.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, because you're glad you actually went and did it.
Exactly. You hated that entire process. Anybody who tells you that they like working out, they're lying to you. They like the feeling afterward. Being done with it.
Mm-hmm.
That,
well, I don't live in that world. I don't know.
But, like, it's like the old saying, right? Like, nobody ever finishes a workout and goes, that was a waste of time.
Right.
True.
I mean, you shouldn't, but even if you half-ass it, like, you're still doing something.
Move, yes. Yeah. And that also lasts 3 hours and 36 minutes. Number 6 being getting a really good deal on something.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Sure. That high will last you 3 hours and 39 minutes. Also, they have here at number 5, playing with your pet.
Oh, I get that.
Yeah. Why not?
Well, petting a dog is just, it's relieving, stress relieving.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff.
Depends on how you pet them, too.
But also how much joy they display in return.
Right. Yeah, they get real fired up.
Like, you can do it with your cat, and the cat's purring. So you recognize, like, okay, the cat's happy, but it's not like they pant and jump around for joy.
Right.
It's just your cat saying, in this moment, I will not kill you. But your dog is, oh my God, thank you. Right. Oh my God, do the belly. Just get over here.
Right.
Do
Don't
the
look on
ears.
his face, man.
It's funny you bring up the belly, because I feel like there's some dogs you got to really be, like, get to know them a little bit, then they'll be like, all right. Then there's other dogs that just walk over to you and just flop on their back, like, get it.
My friend's dog is a big-ass dog. As soon as it sees me in particular, it just falls to the ground.
Oh, yeah.
To me. And I'm like, right, here we go. Here we go. Give me that belly. Who's got that
Right,
big
and then
belly?
once you start petting their belly, like that dog's, as soon as you stop, he's up, she's up, and like right next to you.
Oh, guaranteed. Follows me around the rest of the day.
10 things that make us happy and how long they make us happy for. Number 4 being your significant other saying, I love you.
Well, yeah.
That keeps you going for another 4 hours.
Well, I don't know if I get 4 hours out of it. Come on. But, I mean, yeah, it's good to hear.
Right. It's nice to have that little positive reinforcement from time
Hey,
to time.
baby, love you. Like, uh-oh. I have to remember what I did.
What time did I come home?
I know.
My bad.
No.
Well, I ran into a friend of mine.
Number 3,
I feel like you just don't want to hear but. I guess I wouldn't say that to somebody.
But
yeah.
I definitely say about people, like, you know what I mean? Like I love Mike, but I'll tell you what. Right, then you know it's not going to be a good story. So I just got to establish that I love the dude, but God, he was driving me up a wall.
My love for you is why I'm about to overlook this garbage right here. Number 3, your favorite team winning a big game.
Oh,
sure.
yeah.
That does feel
Yes,
great.
that does feel great.
it feels good until they lose again.
Yes.
Right?
And
So-
they will.
They will. But as long as they don't, you're still feeling good.
Man, when I was working at the detail shop, I did not like that work. I did not like it at all. I hated how early I had to get up. I hated the long hours. Honestly, the Seahawks being on their steamrolling season that they were, honestly made Monday so much easier.
What do you have to detail so early?
Because they're about to be sold, Miles.
Oh, okay.
And there's a lot to get through.
Yeah, if your team wins Sunday, you're in a great mood on Monday.
Yes. You're happy. You're ready to talk about it. You want to come into your friends and talk about how great it was.
And when your team loses, like, don't even bring it up.
Oh, no kidding.
I have really eased up on my emotionalness when I watch sports. So, like, Seahawks, like, obviously I want them to win, but if they, like, it's not going to ruin my whole day.
No.
But Maryland football, even though I know it's not traditionally a good program, the highs and lows with that are still unreal.
But it's more lows.
It is lows. I just remember a girl once just opened my door and she goes, "What is wrong?" And I'm like, "These goddamn Maryland Terps."
That'll keep you going for 4 hours and 9 minutes.
It's almost like you walk into someone's apartment like, I hate The Bachelor.
Yeah, right.
Like, oh, hey, whoa, I'll just let you
But
watch
also,
the
it's,
show.
at her defense, it's 10:30 in the morning. I'm already 3 beers deep, just pacing and yelling at a TV.
Right. Why don't we do it?
Right.
Number 2.
Did we practice anything?
Number 2, booking a vacation.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, something to look forward to is always a good thing to have on the horizon.
Right. After the initial, hard dropping of actually spending all that doggone money on the vacation, the notion that we can officially put it on the calendar. We're done worrying about it. We're now going to enjoy it.
Yeah, and leaving town, whether you're in a car or you get through security, whenever you know, like, all right, the trip is on, that's always a good feeling.
Yes, sir. That'll keep you going for 4 hours and 31 minutes, but this is without a doubt the one thing that makes us happy, and happy for the longest time afterward. Very wholesome. That probably is true, but you know what? Close enough spending quality time with your family.
Like I said.
That's quality time. I mean,
that's quality time.
As long as you have the quality time with somebody.
That's right.
And what's your version of quality time is great.
There you go. Quality time with your family.
I got a little bit of both yesterday, man. Hung out with the kids, had a great time. Then they went to bed. Had a great time.
Quality time.
Nice. Dude, it was a quality night.
All right.
That's all I can say.
All
Top about like sweet.
We called this house the Quality Inn.
We'll leave a light on for you? Actually, we won't.
No, we
We're
will
having
not.
quality time. Lights are off.
We'll turn the light off for you.
Right.
4 hours and 33 minutes is what that keeps you going for there. A family in Florida learned the hard way to realize when something is too good to be true.
What is the hard way?
Tell you all about it at 5:50.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, it's going to contest on the line for Profile This at 206-421-ROCK.
When 4x4 isn't enough, you need 4xe. Check out the incredible lineup of 4xe vehicles only from Jeep, like the Jeep Wrangler 4xe, the #1 selling hybrid in America, or the 2023 Jeep Grand Cherokee 4xe, the most advanced Jeep Grand Cherokee yet. Right now, customers may qualify for a $7,500 tax credit until February 28th. Experience the power of 4xe. Visit Jeep.com today. This incentive is offered by a third party. Amount of tax credit might vary for each individual taxpayer. Federal tax credit is subject to change without notice. Consult the tax professional for details and eligibility requirements. Not all buyers will qualify. Jeep and the Jeep Grill are registered trademarks of FCA US LLC.
What's up? It's your boy, the Fed Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, the podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
Part of a minute to drink it time.
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
Drink time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve at Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. And today we toast Mr. Rick Schoen of Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Rick is running for mayor of Winnipeg, and yesterday he gave a speech covering his agenda, which, among other things, included his announcement for a, quote, cycling infrastructure plan. Now, there's several key pieces to his particular plan, including plans to reduce bike theft. Well, an hour later, Rick ducked into a store, and he came back out after a few minutes, and his bike had been stolen. Oh, yeah. And it should be noted, his bike is an orange bike with a basket on the front. So I don't know who's dying to have that unless Pee Wee Herman was in town. But in response to this happening on the same day, this is a direct quote from Rick, "I feel so stupid." But it also proves the need for his plan. So there you go. We pour this booze and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy!
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies. Down the hola bichola!
The men's room presents Profile This.
And Steve at Thrill Hill, could you please tell everyone how Profile This is played?
I sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story. Something that happened right here on planet Earth. Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, Patrick. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola!
Hola! All right, Patrick, you understand how this here game is played. Patrick?
Uh-oh.
Hello, Patrick.
Did we lose him? Hang on.
It would seem that way. I think Patrick is now gone.
Ted and I, we're playing the game.
Damn, man.
Let's go bite me.
You gonna go bite me?
Yeah, let's go bite me. We've been eating cookies all day.
All right, for this, we go to the bustling country of Lithuania. A Lithuanian man had to have a 3-hour surgery to remove 2.5 pounds of metal objects from his stomach. Now, he started swallowing metal objects after quitting alcohol the month before. Now, we don't know why, but that's what he started to do. Not surprisingly, he was brought by ambulance to the hospital after suffering severe abdominal pain, which is what happens when you start swallowing pounds of metal. While the operation was a success, all of the metal was removed. The question this time around is, which did he not have in his gut? Okay, which did he not have out of all these metal objects? Nails, screws, screwdrivers, or knives? Nails, screws, screwdrivers, or knives. So my man quit drinking alcohol. Good on him. A month later, he started swallowing metal objects. Not a great idea. Makes me just want to keep drinking.
I mean, was he like trying to get good at swallowing stuff, or is he just like, I have a new addiction, which is swallowing objects?
It seems like his body just jarred to a new addiction. Like, you're going to deprive us of alcohol, swallow metal, which is the weirdest thing. But
I'm going to go screwdriver, Ted.
Damn it!
Well, you can still go screwdriver.
Well, I know, but when there's only two people in a game, I feel like I should have to be opposite.
You like soccer?
It's a draw.
You're not wrong. And you can get draws in soccer and still get a point. Sounders.
Yeah, no, I understood what that was. That was a personal attack on our team.
But you know me. I'm a gamer.
Followed by silence. I like that.
Well, I really was set on screwdriver. You know what? Let's go nails.
Nails. Okay.
Yeah. Because he's already got the screws in his hand. He's got a screwdriver. Everybody has a knife.
Yeah. What did he not have in his stomach? Nails, screws, a screwdriver, or knives? We'll find out next.
That was a tease.
Automation is powering what's possible for businesses of every size in every industry. Unlock your potential at Automate, the largest showcase of robotics and automation in North America, May 22nd through the 25th in Detroit, Michigan. With over 600 exhibitors, 200 speakers, and more than 25,000 registrants, there's no better way to power your business. Register for free at automateshow.com. That's automateshow.com.
99.9 KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
All right, categories by me on profile. This we got a Lithuanian man. He had surgery to remove a bunch of metal objects from the inside of his stomach. Apparently, he developed a habit of eating metal after giving up alcohol. So the question is, what did he not have in his stomach? Nails, screws, a screwdriver, or knives?
That is correct, meaning 3 of these 4 objects he had no problem swallowing. Let us start with Miles Montgomery.
Yes.
You went with the screwdriver, which Ted wanted to guess. However,
Now let's see if I got it right, though.
D. Ted Smith, you went with nails.
Nails.
He also had nails.
No knives.
No knives.
No knives.
He had nails, screws, and screwdriver. He's not crazy.
Well, knives seem natural.
Well, there's knife swallowers.
Sword swallowers. Thank you, Miles.
But they pulled them back out.
Well, because they're not nice.
Right. Now, okay, what would you rather pay money for? So you can do the sword swallower, right, where they stick it down the throat, they pull it back out, or a guy who just says, look, there's a handful of screws, screwdrivers, and nails. I'm just going to swallow it.
I would risk swallowing a sword and pulling it back out. The idea of having...
What are you going to pay to watch? I'm not doing either of these.
Oh.
I'd watch the guy eating screws.
Yeah, I guess that feels more dangerous because eventually, even if he doesn't choke, he'll die because there's metal in his stomach.
Okay. Kind of grim. Well, eventually you're going to die, just say, but cool.
Now for all TV news all the time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
There's a lot of things I'm excited about today.
Chocolate chip cookies is one.
Yeah. Chocolate chip cookies, little ones.
Those. Also, like last weekend on Saturday, we had the Northwestern Nebraska game. There's actually like college football on today.
Right.
Thursday night college football is back. Miles, I know
someone should tell Miles so he can watch it.
Well, his alma mater.
What time is it? When is the kickoff?
That's already on, dude.
You're kidding me.
I'm not kidding you.
But his alma mater.
Because I think your buddy's son is actually playing. One of the games. He plays for what? Pitt?
No, it plays for West Virginia.
Plays for West Virginia. Okay.
Yeah.
Right. So for people that don't know, right, when you get over in the states we're from, like there's some in-state rivalries, right? Like Virginia has Virginia Tech.
Of course.
Maryland sucks because
we have no rival.
And I always say our only rival is the Naval Academy, but you can't run around going F the Naval Academy.
The Navy.
Right. Not a great look. So like
I don't know. There's been people big time that have done
other military people can do it. But you can't support Maryland and then just say...
You can't be a college football fan and just be like, I hate the Naval Academy.
I know.
Plus, I'm wearing Looney's name on my wrist, who went to the Naval Academy and was a SEAL. So, like, as a Maryland fan, we like to think we have a rival. We do have a decent one with West Virginia. But for years, West Virginia and Pittsburgh, because of proximity...
Sure.
And frankly, like, like, I don't think of Penn State being like Pitt's big rival. It's West Virginia, but they haven't played in years. So, like, that's a big game that's on ESPN. I'm like, that is awesome. Like, I had a buddy text me 2 hours ago, and he said, I got a drink in hand, tater tots in the air fryer, college football's back.
Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Tots in the air fryer, beer waiting for this. Oh, my God.
The only thing I'd say in defense of his tots is he does have, how old's Camille? Probably 8.
All right.
So, like, I'm assuming that's why he has tater tots in his freezer?
Yeah, but that's not why he's eating them. Mm-hmm. He's eating them because he remembers they're delicious.
His kid's not making them.
Right.
His kid's not even there.
He is.
And he did not say, and I'm making dinner for my kid.
Tots?
Right.
Sure, dude.
Yeah, the certain ones
that is
absolutely.
Easy. That is easy.
Oh, cheese sticks? Yeah, dude.
That's easy enough.
Yeah, so that's good to see. And, like, look, right, you got Labor Day weekend coming up. We got Pain in the Grass this weekend. But then after that, like, you know, like I was saying, I can't remember if I said this on the Megacast or the podcast. Like, it's not the end of summer, but it's kind of like the unofficial end of summer, right? Labor Day weekend.
May is not the beginning of summer, but you perceive it that way. Labor Day weekend, it's not the end of summer, but you perceive it that way.
I think nationally we look at it that way, but where we live, September is still kind of part of summer. It's the end of summer.
Yeah.
I mean, going back to school and all that stuff. Like, all the kids on the East Coast.
To my kids, it's the fall. The fall shows up Tuesday when they go back to school.
Like, my brother's kids have been in school for 2 weeks now.
So my brother's school that he's the principal of, they've been in school for a week already.
So to the kids, summer's over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, guess what? You got 3 months off. Right. Suck it. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are fine.
But it's not 3 months anymore.
I know.
Is it shorter?
No, it's much shorter.
Here's one for you, my brother, right? So here's, in his school district, because it's a holiday, and if you start before Labor Day, then they automatically get Friday before Labor Day off.
Okay.
So I was like, that is awesome. Like, you taking a trip or something? He's like, no, I got to get a colonoscopy.
Oh,
well, that's a good thing.
Yeah.
He's living a rock star style.
Do that.
Well, and he's coming up on 50. He's got to do it. But tonight he's in the bad spot, Miles. He's got to drink all that beer.
Oh, he knows.
He's on the toilet right now.
He is. Because
he's within 3 feet of a toilet.
He can't watch college football because he is going to just be going in the bathroom. Unless he puts a TV in the bathroom.
He should just do that.
He does have a TV. His living room, there's a side bathroom, just a half bath, that's very close to him.
Okay.
So I think he'll be okay.
But is it a straight view?
Of the TV?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm just saying he could be able to watch TV and in theory should be able to get up, take 5 steps and poop.
In theory.
I know. Well, look, I told, because he goes, you haven't had one yet. I said, I haven't. And he said, well, they're lowering the age to 45. I said, all right, so I'm coming up on it. And he's like, I got to drink this stuff. And I must have told him 3 times. I go, well, VD and Miles have assured me you need to be close to that toilet.
Like close.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Speaking of Miles, the other reason I'm excited, Miles took my advice. He watched some nature shows last night. Miles, what did we learn by watching National Geographic?
Last night. What was the last night was?
Did you watch a National Parks one? I bet you learned
I watched the National Parks one on Disney Plus.
Okay.
Is that the one you're watching?
So Disney Plus, I believe, has that full series up there. I've just been going through every night and watching like the national parks, and then National Geographic. Yeah. They just play stuff right after.
Last night was Grand Canyon.
Okay.
And it was narrated by Garth Brooks.
Oh, that was the one that was on TV.
And I thought Garth Brooks did a great job of narrating these documentaries.
Yeah, I believe that he would, sure.
For whatever reason, I thought, man, you know, it's not over the top. It's just him. He pauses.
He's a fairly down to earth person, right? And obviously, he knows how to communicate with
people. Did he drop the line when there was a storm?
I mean, is it going to roll?
Yeah. Well, he's Garth Brooks. He had to
the Grand Canyon. I don't think he was there during the monsoon season in January and February.
Oh, no. The Grand Canyon is massive.
Oh,
there's a lot of storms.
Oh, I know.
Like all the time. Like,
right. Okay, then the thunder rolls.
Thank you. I did, but he didn't say it.
No, he did not.
God damn it, Garth.
Damn, Garth, you're fired.
Yeah, it's like the other Garth's going like, we'll rule.
Right.
But no, that show is super interesting. And then you're right. They're all on Disney Plus, but if you do watch it on National Geographic, they always back it right back up with something else. Like I watched the whole thing on the Northwest last night. Mm-hmm. The only ones I struggle with is desert stuff.
Why? Oh, you don't like sand now?
I can watch snakes.
Oh, I see.
I don't know how to explain it. I can't eat and see a snake on TV.
They had a lot of snakes in that
in the Grand Canyon.
Yes, they do.
You and my wife share this thing with snakes. We were watching, what was on? Because the kids were still up. I can't remember the show, but either way, it's an hour-long show, and each little segment gets us 15 minutes, right? So they come back, and they're talking about these things they found in the jungle. Specifically, they're concentrating on the snake. My wife's messing around on her phone. She doesn't realize they're there, so I don't say anything. My son starts walking through the living room. He's like, hey, Mom, look at the TV. Knowing she hates snakes. She looks up, like, God damn it! Why do you do that? He's just laughing his ass off. I'm like, dude, do not tell your mother that there's snakes on TV.
So I went through a period where I couldn't even watch snakes on TV.
She cannot even look at them on TV.
So I've gotten a little bit better. Actually, I don't know. Yeah, sometimes I'm just like, can we get off the snakes? But like last night, and specifically if I'm trying to eat something, like I just can't watch them.
We were in Mexico a bunch of years ago, and we went to this little bar, and it's like a sports bar, but there are no sports on. So they just have it on random channels. But there's TVs on all four walls. And they're watching some nature show, and it is all about snakes. And my wife's freaking out because she goes like, I can't. Like, she just stared down at the drink the whole time. And she kept saying, just tell me when they're gone. And you know me. I'm like, all right, dude, they're done. They weren't done.
They weren't done.
They weren't. I did it like 3 or 4 times. And then they really were done. She kept looking down. I said, no, seriously, like they're done. I'm not lying to you anymore. Still took her like 3 minutes to believe me. Like, you're going to hurt your neck. Look up.
I did have a little compassion for a snake last week.
Say what now?
Right.
I never thought I'd hear these words out of your mouth.
Well, it was a little gardener snake, and he was kind of slithering away from us. But then he was slithering into a bald eagle cage. And even I was like, don't go in there, dude. That bald eagle's about to pick you off.
That's the last thing you're going to do.
It's amazing how fast and calculating they are. I didn't realize how big those snakes were in the Grand Canyon. They're huge.
Oh, yeah, and the Grand Canyon,
huge.
I want to say the Grand Canyon itself has like specific types of rattlesnakes that aren't found anywhere else.
Right.
Yeah, it is wild. And again, some respect to the snake, it is amazing those desert creatures that survive. I mean, scorpions, the snakes, some of the other animals.
They're called a resilient bunch.
Correct.
But it's also why they're all so nasty.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like, yeah, I'm a bit of an a-hole, but guess where I live?
Yeah,
it ain't easy, bro. I'm not like some rat that lives in the city or the raccoon going through your trash can. You gotta fight.
Well, in one of the specials I was watching, too, it was like after a monsoon or something. But the crazy thing is that it brings down every animal that's out there.
All right.
So there's like some little birds or something, or like little, and they're like, oh, but like it brings down the rattlesnake. Even the rattlesnake has to drink water once in a while.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
so it is amazing what water does. You know, it's from some documentary years ago, and this wasn't the point of the documentary, but there's a watering hole, and this is like the dry season in Africa. So there's one watering hole is there, and the lions are next to the elephants.
Yeah,
and they said, look, normally, you know, they're going to scratch. They are mortal enemies, but they're like, when you are thirsty and having that water,
everyone's kind of copacetic.
And they would go next to the lions were the gazelles, and then there's zebras, and they're like, other than the watering hole, right? During the parched times in the Africa, this does not happen.
Ted, I showed Steve a video of a turtle chasing basically a lion away from a pond, trying to nip at its nose. This guy's like 7 inches long.
Mm-hmm.
He just walks right up to him like, get the hell out
of here. But the thing is, the lion moved.
And he's like,
and then the turtle came back. Like, nah, brother, I asked you to leave. It's time to go.
This is my turf.
Right. If you're not amphibious, get out of my pond.
Basically, that was it. And we're just like, that turtle is either very stupid, very brave, or has like a sex tape of that lion.
Well, and you're right. Like when you bring,
you must be able to blackmail that lion because there's no way this lion is listening to you.
I saw you kill your brother.
Oh, damn. A scar.
Right.
You want people to know? Get out of my river, bitch.
But, you know, even when you watch sports, right? You talk about water. Mm-hmm. Like, you've watched enough soccer. Now, you could have teams really going at each other or whatever.
Water break.
If it's like in the 80th minute and somebody gets hurt and the trainer from the other team has water bottles, everybody walks over and gets some. Mm-hmm. And it's like, 10, like 15-second truce. We all need some water, man. It's top.
Water goes a long way.
Yeah, and sometimes when you watch soccer, that's the other thing I forget. It's like, like almost every other sport, there's timeouts and this and that. Or hockey, you have line changes, so there's times to get water. But like, when you're out on the pitch, like you gotta play,
and all you do is run.
Yeah, I will talk a little bit about the Sounders.
Don't do it.
I don't see them making the playoffs. I'm just gonna say it. All right, and last night
they had a good year, and then they just kind of
and again they're the only MLS team to ever win the CONCACAF Champions League, which is awesome.
It is awesome.
They had some injuries, but they're just They're just not good right now. And like last night, they found it. Usually, they're never this team. They found a way to lose last night.
But you look at them. Hey guys, what's that on your bed?
Also, how was the footing after an hour? Not that it matters. Both teams had to play on it.
Right.
Trust me, it didn't matter. It was bad. All right, let's see. You guys remember there was an internet campaign to get people at Saturday Night Live to let Betty White host.
Yes.
Well, now it sounds like a similar thing is happening to Carol Burnett, which Carol Burnett is a comic genius.
She is.
Why doesn't and I like this. Why don't we elevate her to Betty White status?
I think because she just doesn't put herself out there, so no one knows that
I honestly
she's
think
there.
that's it.
I think it's because she's not a funny meme yet. Like, there was a lot of Betty White memes showing up.
You might not be wrong, dude.
I'm dead serious. Like, right, if you get Carol Burnett, like, in the meme culture and funny stuff, somebody write up some Carol Burnett memes.
Also, Golden Girls was huge.
That's a great point.
Like, the Carol Burnett show was so long ago.
But my
70s.
kids saw there was, I don't know what the hell's going on, but they showed like back-to-back Carol Burnett shows from back in the day. My kids watched it and thought it was the most hysterical thing they'd ever seen.
It was taped live. Like Harvey Korman and Tim Conway could not keep themselves together. They Jimmy Falloned it like Jimmy Fallon on SNL, which are sometimes the most funny stuff. Where you can't keep your crap together, but they're trying. And sometimes it's just infectious.
Right.
When people start laughing, you're like, all right, well.
But Miles,
I don't even know what they think's funny, but it's funny.
But you're right. Like, I have a Golden Girls shirt that I bought at Target. They don't have Carol Burnett shirts. Right. And Golden Girls somehow, like, that show is just iconic and has its own, I wouldn't even call it a cult following. Like, people love that show.
It's like Friends.
Actually, it's a good show.
You're right. It is like Friends or Seinfeld.
Where it's like, no, people, they just like it. Doesn't matter how old it is.
So SNL fans, they're on Twitter. They're trying to get her to host. She got a lot of support. It got her name trending at one point that people thought she had died. But here's the funny thing. If Carol does the show, she'll be the oldest person ever to host it. She's 89. Fair. Betty was only 88 when she hosted.
Only 88, yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Also, Carol Burnett only did appear briefly on SNL once during a 1985 episode hosted by Harry Anderson.
Jesus.
From Night Court? Is that right?
Yeah. That's the only Harry Anderson I know.
Yeah, he passed on, did he? Like really early in life. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought he did.
I think you're right.
Like something weird happened with him.
I don't know. When did he die? Because he was.
I know the big dude died.
Bull,
and then he died. Like it was way too young,
right,
to pass on.
Also brought us John Lithgow, though, right?
It's John Larroquette.
John
Lithgow's TV thing was Third Rock from the Sun. Mm-hmm. He was already someone we knew, but as far as his TV, yeah. John Larroquette.
Also, you guys would remember this better. Was Night Court on late at night, or was I just a kid, and because it was called Night Court, I thought it was really late at night?
I think you just think it was late at night.
But it was just a sitcom, right? Like 8 or 9 o'clock?
Yeah.
I guess when you're a kid, that seems
that
late.
is late. That is late. It's coming up to your bedtime, dude, yeah.
Yeah, but I always remember being like, if I heard that bass line, I'd be like, oh man, I made it to, yeah.
Boom, 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 boom.
It's like, man, I've made it.
I believe the guy that wrote that bass line, or wrote that song, is the same guy that wrote the Barney Miller theme, which is also bass heavy.
All right. Yeah, I might put on the Night Court theme next time I'm at a party, just see if anybody notices.
It's shocking how good those songs are. Like, there's certain theme songs you don't realize are full-on songs, right? So, the theme for Sanford and Son, Quincy Jones, I maintain one of the coolest sounding. There's like another 4 minutes to that song that you never got. And when you hear it, man, they break it down at some point. You're like,
that's jazz.
This is a badass song, dude.
Well, I mean, anything Quincy Jones touches pretty much is going to be
that goes a long way.
All right, Miles, you were talking about Disney Plus earlier. You might want to check it out tonight. It's my favorite attorney's on. She-Hulk.
Oh, she's back. Episode number 2, is that right? Maybe 2 or 3.
It's a new episode.
It is a brand new
Disney
episode.
Plus.
I like the way they do that. 3. Someone's watched it. Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. Director at the Gator Gardens in Florida will not be able to do the reach around apparently anymore. What else have his arm? Meanwhile, a Florida bear with a jar stuck on his head is what authorities are looking for. For $5 a month, Twitter will allow you to edit your tweets. A golf course in South Africa allows players to be the tastiest of meats. And a Florida family not so lucky after dealing with Mr. Lucky. It's time for your headlines.
Oh, come on. Will you work already? Hang on.
Hey, Mike, it's time for the headline.
Now,
That's
it's
enough
time to hit the headlines. Here's Mike Hawk.
Our top story. We go to Florida, where a family found out what happens when something is too good to be true. They thought that they had happened upon the deal of a lifetime when they found a house that was up for rent in the area. The 3-bedroom, 2-bath home was owned by a Mr. Winston Lucky, and it had been put up on the market for a modest $1,350 a month, which included all utilities, cable, Wi-Fi, and water. They signed the lease, signed the lease and then sent it over along with a deposit and a first month's rent. But something seemed a little fishy after they needed some work on the AC a few months into their time there. They figured out that it was a scam, having moved into a home that was owned by a management company waiting to be rented out. They submitted an application to the company, but were denied and told that they needed to leave.
Damn, man.
Yeah, that's a...
Come on.
I thought you were setting me up for a cigarette joke.
For a cigarette joke? No, sir.
Winston Lucky?
Ah, yeah, I see.
That might have even been where he pulled it from, man.
Yeah.
Damn.
Winston Lucky here.
Winston Lucky.
That's funny as my buddy Camel Marlboro. Nothing to see here.
Here's our dog Parliament.
And Salem, Newport. One of my best friends ever.
God, I miss Parliament.
In other news, we go to South Africa. We might have found Miles' next golf course. The course gives you some spectacular views, not just of the landscape, but also the local wildlife. But given that we are in Africa, golfers are actually asked to sign a waiver before going out on the course due to the dangerous animals that roam the fairways.
Dude, I know a guy named Zach. He works for Amazon, and he goes to South Africa for a lot of work. He plays golf there all the time. So I don't know the difference between the golf courses he plays and the ones where giraffes.
Because I'm guessing
eat tigers.
The one where you have to sign a waiver, like you might be eaten. And Miles immediately, by what? I said, doesn't matter. Whatever it is,
like something I'm thinking like a crocodile coming out of a pond.
Crocodile's line. So the picture they showed was what do you call a group of hyenas? A cackle of hyenas,
right?
Feeding on the carcass of a giraffe, but it's in the middle of the fairway.
Also, you have to be quiet when you play golf, so like something can sneak up on you really easily.
Oh yeah,
you wouldn't play that golf course.
Hell,
all expenses paid trip, all expenses, the hotel, the airfare, the golf course itself. You just have to sign that waiver that says, I understand, and my family would not sue you.
I'd have to be trained in the use of a firearm.
Oh, God.
I mean, I have to be quick. Like,
Anyway, as far as this course is concerned, such dangers were put on full display recently at one of the fairways as it was clogged up by 2 lions battling off a troop of 20 hyenas.
Jeez.
All fighting over a fallen giraffe.
Well, I'm not going to shoot 20 hyenas.
Nah,
that's not going to work out for me.
That's not going to happen.
I'm not that good.
I mean, the one time you get a hold of one, would witness it and be like, go get your ball.
Then you get eaten.
Yeah. And you're dead.
I did it!
Good news, Twitter fans. After 15 long years of listening to your complaints and pleas, they're officially bending and adding the long sought-after Twitter feature, the edit button.
You know what? Don't pay $5 a month for that. Delete your tweet and start over.
Right, and here's the thing. They're going to beta test this feature going with the premium where you got to pay an extra $5 for the feature. And they're using the idea that it'll only be available within the first 30 minutes after the original post. They'll be clearly marked as an edited tweet and will also make it more difficult to make significant changes to the tweet as opposed to just fixing typos.
So why would I pay money if you're telling me, hey, for $5 extra, we're going to make this more difficult?
They're counting on the fact that either you can spell or spell check or the way that they changes, like whatever that is, autocorrect, something.
Makes no doggone sense. That's what it is. But that's it for your headlines. With that, Mike Hawk is out.
Bitches, we're going to see you at White River Amphitheater tomorrow. We're broadcasting our show there. Remember when I told you all those times we had a day off?
Yeah.
I lied. Mm-hmm. I knew that, but I just want to make you feel better.
And make us feel better. But yeah, we will be live.
Out of the studio.
Band in the grass. All right, bitches. Still bad, bleed concrete. Do what you do best, and for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The men's room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network. Oh, man. A Double Flush production.